Good morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Shadows for what is live stream number 2 as we continue our journey through the game. Good morning, hope you're well. We're back today for 3.5 hours as we continue on from yesterday's 6-hour stream. That is correct. 6 hours yesterday we went live for, including an interrupted stream due to a game freeze, but we began Assassin's Creed Shadows, and what a start it was. Graphically, it is a masterpiece, it really is, but story-wise is where it really comes into its own, delivering deep depth into backstories and adding quite a lot of detail to the characters and how they are and who they are. We didn't see too much of Yasuke yet. I can't say it. I know they pronounce his name weirdly, and I can't remember how they say it. Yasuke, I think it is. They say. We didn't see much of him in yesterday's stream. Hopefully, we see a bit more of him today. But we spent a lot of time as Noe, learning more about her backstory and who she is and why she is the way she is as she trains and learns to be a shinobi. We also get quite a lot of chances to look back at her past as well, which is quite cool because you get to see the training she went through to be a shinobi. I did let myself down a little bit yesterday by messing up stealth a few times and getting ourselves in a few fights and really seeing that she's not a fighter, a one-on-one fighter anyway. She's more of a from distance shadows kind of fighter. So I need to be a bit better at stealth with her, I think, if we're going to have a chance of surviving. But that, I think, will come with time as well. But hopefully today we'll get a bit more of the story done and just see how we go. So I'm just checking the sound. But yeah, that's the aim for today. We've got 3.5 hours to see how much more we can do. We're in no rush. We're just going to do as we always do. We're clear as we go, which is our normal thing as well. And we'll just see what we find. There were some really nice side stories yesterday. Thanks for the like, I much appreciated. There was a pet dog side mission that was really cool. Really like that. And it seems the side missions do have quite a bit of depth to them as well, and a story just related to them, which I think is quite nice. So that's the plan for today, is to continue on and just see what we find. Crazy Iceman, good morning. How are you? But yeah, we'll do a normal playstyle, which is be clear as we go, and we'll just see what we come across, and just explore the world. It does look like it's quite a big map. I'm hoping that these side missions we found yesterday are everywhere, so it adds quite a lot to your journey in terms of things to do along the way, kind of thing. That's the hope, anyway. We shall see as we go. My little boy has a message. Bear with me. There we go. I'm seeing there's still a lot of hate for Assassin's Creed Shadows online. I'm seeing, for different reasons. I've not read too much of it because I don't want any spoilers. But yeah, there's still quite a bit of hate online, which is by the by. It's going to happen. Unfortunately, people aren't happy with Ubisoft as a company or Assassin's Creed as a whole because of the way their franchise has gone. Yeah. The only criticism I had yesterday was obviously with the game freeze. And we had a small glitch where 4 soldiers were stood around in fighting stance but not moving. But we left them alone because there was no point attacking them when they're like that. I think that's the only 2 issues we had. I did jump into SLPCLK's stream yesterday after we finished streaming, and he had an issue where he was in his map screen and couldn't exit the map at all. So he obviously had a glitch there. But unfortunately, these glitches happen. We can't, you can't test for everything, is what I would say. But let's begin. We're only about a minute early. I don't like continuing, to be honest, and we did manually save, so we should be able to load. I'm not a fan of continuation. There we go, that's our manual save. So I'm not too sure when we get to see Yasuke as a character and use him. Because currently we had him right at the start of the game, as we saw him face his first battle. But we haven't seen him since. I would assume at some point we do get to be him, but I don't know when. But let's have a quick look at us for a start. Loving the cannon mode pick. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's always little things. We currently got level 5 bloody katana of service. We have got a level 7 katana waiting to be used as well if we want to use that when we're high enough. And our current armor is a worn peasant clothes, which is the best armor we've picked up so far. And we're also wearing the head protector Onimusha headband as well. Skill-wise, we've done a couple of the mastery. We need 2 more knowledge points to rank up our knowledge level. We have unlocked some of the skills here as well. We've got the dodge attack, and we've got tidal wave as well. So it was a nice little skill to use in battle. Although hopefully we won't have to use it too many times. Smoke bombs we unlocked a lot lately yesterday as well. We haven't used them yet. Shinobi skills we unlocked none of those because those 2 already unlocked. Shallow water breathing maybe something we need to look at shortly. And assassin skills we unlocked none of those either. I don't think. I think all those were unlocked beforehand. So the Shoji Jaw assassination will be nice to unlock today as well if we can. Nothing in the codex to there is something to read. Smoke bomb, I think. Yeah, smoke bombs. There we go. We are reading the codex. Database and cultural discoveries are the ones we're going to read when we can. I don't know how quick it'll be to get rid of. It's not going to be quick to get rid of these. I hate having explanation points up. It really bugs me. If I can quickly get rid of them, I quickly will do that just because it makes you think you've got things you've not read yet. Or I think I've got things I've not read yet when I have. It bugs me. We'll have a look at the mission screen in a second as well. Is that it? Have I cleared it all? I have, absolutely. Mission screen. So far I've been looking at focusing on the Golden Teppo from the Onro. We have managed to find out a few things about him. We're currently working a way to get inside a tea ceremony. So we need to go and speak to a tea merchant so we can learn more about the ceremony itself and what we need to do to blend in. And then we need to acquire an outfit to wear to fit in. And that should get us closer to the Golden Teppo. That's the aim. And then after that, we've got to look at the Wounded is the next one to go for after that. On our own personal journey, we need 1 more Kujikiri out of the 4 there to see what moves on from there. We have, again, we've not done anything for Yasuke yet. And Tomiko for the League missions, we need to build a forge, which means going back to the hideout at some point. And then we'll go and build a forge. We've done the stray dog missions already done. And up here, Matsu is the only person that's joined, I think. Map-wise, we're still in the small starting area. We're in the city of Sake. I think it's a city. Feed, good morning, how are you? I'm pretty sure I'd class it as a city, to be fair. There's a couple of question marks we need to have a look at as well while we're here. We're in the firearm district currently. We can also set up a hideout here, but we need 800 mon to do so. We haven't got enough currently, we've got 645. There is a viewpoint that probably would be worth grabbing at some point, but is out on a boat. So we'll have to look at that at some point as well. But we'll see. So, first things first, today we're looking to speak to the tea merchant, who is in Western Setsu, which is where we are, Northern Sake, and they're in the outdoor stalls. So, obviously we have to find this for ourselves. Northern Sake is round here. And outdoor stalls, we've got to look for an outdoor market, essentially, I would say. We aren't facing the right way. The northern part. Obviously, we want to stay out of trouble while we're here, but also if we can find things to pick up, we'll find things to pick up too. There are guards around, so we don't want to get ourselves in too much trouble. Why is she crying? She won't talk to us. I thought she might talk to us because she was crying, but we're not. Okay, this seems to be the outdoor bit, doesn't it? Let's observe for a minute to see if we can spot anything. We're looking for a tea master. A tea merchant. Nothing's showing up though. There's more ports. I wonder if this is more port than open market. Maybe. It's definitely open, but tea master, tea merchant is what we're after. I'm not seeing one as of yet. Observe is our best bet. Maybe we need some height to be able to spot them a bit easier, I suppose. Although this is quite open as well here. This might be the place to look. Just don't want to get ourselves seen by the guards. If we can help it. Nothing that way. What we have, there we go. Just spotted them in observe mode. They're over this way. So observe mode is what we need to do to look around to try and see anything. So that's the best way of finding clues. But you've got to know about a clue first, if that makes sense. Right, this should be a tea merchant. Let's see what they've got to say.
Do you know
We need to learn what we need to do.
tea etiquette?
Who do I look like? Senno Rikyu?
Who is he?
Who is Senno Rikyu? He is the undisputed master of the tea ceremony.
Okay. Does that help us?
Oh,
there he is.
With the same praise if he were here shopping for tea.
Nonsense, Master Rikyu. I would be content if I had no other customer but you.
A very gracious guy.
Do you teach the tea ceremony?
Mostly to the disinterested offspring of powerful daimyo and wealthy merchants.
I am no daimyo's daughter. I'm just a simple trader interested in the ways of tea.
Oh?
Yes. I am told tea ceremonies are a good place to meet people of influence. And perhaps their influential masters.
You are not from Sakai. You haven't traded your spirit for the promise of prosperity.
No, I am not. I must learn etiquette for Master Sokyu's tea ceremony.
Master Sokyu. Then you will need my help. Walk me to my home. We can talk on the way. Have those teas brought to my home, would you?
Sounds like we found the right person then.
What is it that you are really here to do?
You also follow, I'm loving.
Told you.
It's
I'm
so
here
much
to
easier than
trade
actually
and make
manually
contacts.
trying to follow.
Yes, that's what you told me. At any rate, opportunity has placed us on a common path. And who am I to refuse?
Port of
the
Sakai has
call?
been discovered.
Why did you react to Master Sokyu's name like that? You don't like him?
As a Pharaoh Master, I respect what he has achieved. But we have different philosophies when it comes to tea.
So you don't like him?
Ah, we have arrived. You must approach your training in a state of readiness. Let me know when you would like to begin.
Now, please. Why would I not want to start my tea journey now? I just want to check, was there a codex entry for the port? No. I did also notice over there was something white to pick up. That's normally discovery. It could lead to a knowledge point as well, but we'll look at that afterwards. We've got to focus on trying to get this tea journey done, so then we can move into the next stage of hopefully getting closer to the Golden Teppo. Let's talk to Senno Riku and find out what we need to do as part of our training.
I am ready.
Then come with me.
I wonder if I've got to actually remember this stuff when we actually get into the actual thing, so we don't mess up, so we can blend in. I'm hoping she does it automatically, but there could be a chance that we may have to remember things. The whole point is to blend in.
This place is beautiful, Master Rikyu.
Ah, it was designed around the four virtues: respect, tranquility, purity, and harmony. I approach my ceremonies the same way.
Before we begin, can I ask what you want from me?
What do I want?
I'm told everything here is either bargained or bought. What do you want in return?
Dear child, so many people demand a price. I try to bring a pinch of balance into the world. What I give is freely given.
Okay, we'll take it.
Now then, let's begin with basic etiquette. Rank and title are put aside. Guests enter as equals. The host becomes the servant. First impressions tell people how to treat you. How would you bow to me?
Hands by your side. And you're not meant to break eye contact, I thought.
Treat the guests like daimyo, and they'll make you their servant.
Yeah, it's meant to be respectful, but not too far.
Puts us on equal standing, free from pride or prejudice. We can discuss art, poetry, architecture.
I am not very skilled in the arts. Certainly not in poetry.
Nonsense. It's simply comparing things to express feeling or giving voice to nature, like thunder tears the sky.
I see. Like blood blossoming from a wound.
How to go down the dark route. Thank you for the like, much appreciated. That was.
You do not need to compose a poem on the night. Purity is honored in thought and action. The cleaning of utensils. The turning of the bowl.
The turning of the bowl?
We drink from a common bowl. Each turns it slightly to the right.
Ah, they all share the same bowl.
Front, the most beautiful part of the bowl, faces the host and other guests as a sign of humility, of respect.
Is there anything else I should know?
It is customary to give a gift at the end of the ceremony. I have something to show you. My apprentice has selected 3 items from my personal collection. You may choose one to give to Master Sokyu. A Yijing teapot with gold trim, representing the height of Chinese craftsmanship.
He's actually given us a gift to give to
Humble tea leaf
Okay.
jar that has passed through the hands of many masters. Finally, this unassuming bamboo ladle, fashioned by the unequal craftsman Shitoku.
I can't accept any of these. You're too generous.
Nonsense. Simply return that generosity to me or someone else. And so, we keep the world in balance.
I like the way he thinks.
Choose.
He does good to one, and he expects that person to do good to someone else.
My gift will be the Shitoku bamboo ladle.
Oh, to be fair, if we had a choice, I would have chose the bamboo ladle too. Just because it's different to the other two.
And do come to see me once you've taken care of business.
I'll
It looks like
find Nakosode to complete my disguise before I return to House Imai.
We do indeed. It looks like we have learnt the ways of the tea. Gain some XP for doing so. Now, the ways of the tea have been learnt, but we now need to go and find something to wear so we can blend in. We just need to highlight that mission up, which will be this one here. Southwestern Sake is where they will be. We need to find a Kasode, it's called. Southwest is down here. The Port of Sake, we did notice there was something white nearby. Southwest is around here somewhere. So we'll have a look at what this is here. Because there was something there and an underscore location on the way, I think. We want to be heading around this kind of area. So, we had this yesterday and I don't understand what these are. But several times we've had these and I really don't understand it. But you're meant to... These have been showing up and it says look. And we did this yesterday. I looked, pressed L2 and looked. What are we looking at? Because I don't know what these are or what I'm meant to do with them. Yeah, exactly, Crazy Irishman. That's why I was thinking. It's different to the other two are tea related to a degree and the ladle not so much. But also, yeah, it's very different. But yeah, I don't quite understand. It says even press L2 to look. But I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's what I meant to do. We're not meant to stand underneath it and look. You're meant to look at it, hold L2 and hover over it, and it gives you that information. Wow, okay, we missed that yesterday quite a few times then. There's a few of those we need to go and find again. And they give you the codex entries. Ah, I didn't know this yesterday. We kept trying to stand underneath them and looking. But now we know how to use them at least and what they're for. They're information and codex entries. We are going to read these as I find them quite interesting. And I think they had quite a bit of information purposes and learning to the game itself. So, independence and culture at Sake. And I will apologise in advance for pronunciation. It is never good, but we try our best. In addition to being an international port and artisanal centre, Sake was also a major cultural hub during the 16th century. The wealthy merchants of Sake, many of whom have made their fortunes in the arms trade, developed a keen interest in tea. notably peaceful activity. Within their residences, or sometimes in their gardens, they built a tea house or a room dedicated to the preparation of this beverage, where they would gather informally to discuss around tea utensils, on which the price kept increasing. Thus, Chao no Yu, literally the hot water of tea, which we've come to translate as tea ceremony, was established around an aesthetic of simplicity and austerity. In 1569, tensions escalated between Oda Nobunaga, who sought to seize the city's wealth by imposing a war contribution, and the international port town. However, the great tea master Ime Saku, who was one of sake's most influential merchants, successfully negotiated a settlement with Nobunaga. Sake had avoided destruction but was now under Nobunaga's control. Its autonomy was over. He cemented his hold on the city by placing Ime Saku in charge of Sake's administration, making him his personal tea master. Sake's political autonomy under the merchant oligarchy was effectively over. So the merchants ran the city before it was taken over and someone else was placed in charge. The person we're actually going to go and meet later on by the sounds of things. But yeah, now we know what they do. That's something we can now clear along the way. I can't believe we didn't figure that out yesterday. There's another one here as well. This will tell us about the port, I believe. Yeah, the Portuguese. So this is about the Portuguese. And then we've got legislation as well. The Portuguese were the first Europeans to reach Japan, and the Japanese referred to them as Nanbanjin, meaning southern barbarians. In 1543, a ship wrecked on the island of Tanegashima, south of Kyushu, and the Portuguese on board presented the local lord with an arquebus, marking the first introduction of firearms to Japan. Later in 1549, Francis Xavier began preaching Christianity. Portuguese ships started arriving annually at the archipelago's ports. Laredo in 1550, Yokosuka in 1561, and Nagasaki in 1570. The Portuguese then developed intermediary trade between Japan and Ming China through their trading post in Macau. The ships were more efficient than local junks, being faster, capable of carrying larger cargoes, and more reliable. Japan primarily imported raw silk or silk fabrics from China, which were exchanged for silver, extracted from the Iwami mines. Portuguese ships generated substantial profits, ranging from 30% to 60%. They also sold firearms, which the warlords needed, as Japanese production did not yet meet all the demands. However, the reunification of the country and the takeover of international trade by Tokugawa Ieyasu, along with the ban on Christianity starting in 1614, dealt a fatal blow to Japanese-Portuguese trade relations, which quickly declined. The Portuguese were restricted from entering the archipelago's ports, and by 1636 they could only access Japan through the artificial island of Deshima in Nagasaki Bay, from which they were soon expelled in 1641 in favour of the Dutch. Despite numerous attempts to restore ties with the shogunate, the Portuguese had to give in. Only the Dutch were henceforth allowed to trade with Japan. Yeah, they're like the Codex, yeah, absolutely. That's quite cool. So the Dutch actually took over from the Portuguese eventually for the trading side of things. That's the exact same, that one there. Yeah, so that one there says the exact same. It's just in two different columns by the looks of things. But at least we know what they are now, and we can actually use those. And obviously, once we've read them we've read them. That's dumb. But I do find them quite interesting. So we know there's a viewpoint on one of the ships out there as well. Oh, hang on. What's that? That's a ship symbol. Is that a trader maybe we can trade with? We haven't seen that symbol before.
I sell things you don't even know you need.
He sells things we don't even know we need. Let's have a look at his shop. There are 4 types of merchants who buy and sell items: ornament vendors, gear vendors, and port traders, and itinerant vendors. They restock their wares when the season changes. Everything is all about the seasons. You can sell all your valuable loot at once using the sell all valuables action. Valuables have no other uses. That's good to know. Because we've been picking up quite a few valuables. If we go down here, there, like these spinning tops, the real. We've got quite a few actually we could sell here. So let's sell all our valuables. There we go. And we've kept everything else. So we can sell old katanas off. I'm not going to. I don't like selling weapons and armour. We can buy rations here for 7. We've actually got enough money now to actually open up a hideout here in the city of Sakai. We can buy wood and minerals if we want to upgrade our hideout. Crafting materials as well. We haven't got into crafting yet. That's something we need to look at. And cosmetics for our hideout as well can be brought from this trader anyway.
I will come back another time.
At least we know what to look for. So we do have enough mon now to open up the hideout in Sakai, which I wasn't expecting. We needed 800 to open it. So we can unlock Sakai. I suppose we should. It gives us another place to be, I suppose. We've got the money. Let's do that then. Let's unlock it. And we now have a fast travel point here as well. I don't know if that gives us a house or what. I don't know. We'll be able to let go of everything because I know, you know. I know valuables I don't mind. If we now know they're not worth keeping, then valuables I understand leaving. Well, we are going to have to go and check out where that is and what we get for that in a second. I kind of think we should go for the viewpoint, to be honest. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, I think we should try and get to the viewpoint while we're here. So we can do hideout management while on journeys. Okay, so they also have fast travelling to a place as well. I don't know how we get to the big ship. That's the big question.
I don't have the time.
Why have I been spotted? Am I not allowed on here then? I've just been spotted, so I don't think I'm allowed on here. I'm assuming I can swim. I'm about to find out.
That must be a Nanban ship. How many more will cross the sea?
So, I don't know why, but someone there was chasing us after they spotted us. I don't know if it's because we were running or what. I have to be a little bit more aware of that. Right, we're going to try and grab the viewpoint while we're here. I did also see there is also an information point here. Okay, can't do it from there. Can there though. Kabuto. Kabuto is the helmet of Japanese armor. Among the first to arrive... Sorry, different things are popping up. That's cool. Kabuto is the helmet of Japanese armor. Among the first to arrive in Europe is the one presented by Tensho Embassy to Philip II of Spain in 1584. Preserved in the Royal Armoury of Madrid and partially destroyed in a fire in 1884. On the occasion of this new chapter of Assassin's Creed, it has been reproduced from its digital model. Historical inventory is the Royal Collection of 19th century photographs. Its reconstruction allows for better documentation and understanding of the fascination it must have caused due to the exotism and expressiveness of a world radically different from the European one in which Philip II lived. The Kabuto is a war helmet, but it also used as a representational object along with the rest of the armour with which it was associated. It is made of pieces of steel or iron joined or hinged together with silk threads or rivets, but its exterior could be richly decorated, mainly with lacquers of various colours, same as contemporary Western helmets. Kabutos were the most important element of the armour, the most valuable one. They could also be considered precious objects in their construction and decoration, reflecting the social position and power of a samurai or a daimyo. The embassy sent to Philip II was the first one to arrive in Europe. Its purpose was to present these Catholic princes to Philip II and to the Pope. It was organised by Alessandro Valignano, Jesuit General Visitor of the East Indies missions, as proof of the success of the Jesuit missions in Japan, and as an instrument to foster mutual relations with Europe. Okay, they sent helmets to the Pope. I thought he was going to tell us about the ship, not that. There is a marker there as well. What is that? I think we're okay to be on the ship. There doesn't seem to be anyone else here. But there is also something... Come up. What is that there? Oh, it's a chest. Oh, Shrouded Shinobu Hood. Level 6. Okay, well, there doesn't seem to be anyone on the ship, so I'm assuming things like that we can quickly grab while we're here. It's down here. Refill that kunai. Anything else I need to pick up? There is people on the other ship. And there is gold on the other ship looking over there. We're not going to attack the ship now. I think we'd get destroyed. Night time, maybe we would do it, but during the day, probably not a good idea. Right, onto the rigging. Can we climb the rigging? Right, what we're here for is the viewpoint. That's the whole point of coming here. And then after the viewpoint, we'll head to go and get this outfit. I thought while we're here, we might as well grab what we need. And we need to have a look at the helmet and see if it's better than what we're wearing as well. Which I've got a feeling it is. Ah, loot the box over here. Iron sand, silk and hemp cloth as well. And mon as well. Okay, viewpoint dump. So there's a ship nearby that's got loads of valuables on, but I don't think we're in a position to attack. Nan Basson has synchronized. So that's the ship. There's some gold on there, but we'll have to leave it for the time being. There's a ship out there with a cross on it as well, or crucifix. I don't know what you call that. What have we got? Viewpoints and things over there. Obviously, that's the bit we haven't done yet there. Undiscovered location. Firearm district we know of. Port of Sake is there. Everything's showing up over here. Viewpoint. I do like the looking around. It is pretty cool. Right. Hang on. Why is there another view thing down there? We're too high up to do it, I think. At least that's a viewpoint dump. If we ever need to get back on the ship, at least we should be able to get here easy enough. I think we're meant to jump off this bit here. Interestingly though, there is that there. I'm too high to do it, I think. Okay, let's have a look what this... can't get an angle to look at it. There we go. The Port of Sake. Surely we've already read that. Let's have a look. No, we haven't. This is telling us about the Port of Sake and what goes on here then. The name Sake meaning frontier. I'm probably saying Sake wrong as well, by the way. Meaning frontier comes from the town's position on the borders of three provinces, Setsu, Kawashi and Izumi. Originally a medieval manor, Shoen, the estate expanded as a post station on the Kimono Kodo pilgrimage route, relative to the Shumiyoshi Shrine. The town of Sake, with its proximity to the sea, was inhabited by seafarers and developed as a cargo terminal at the end of the inland sea. Set on the during the 14th and 15th centuries, goods from Kyoto were shipped down the Yodo River toward the delta in the direction of Sake, where more and more goods arrived from the west of the country and even from China. Over time, an international shipping route was established, connecting the Chinese port of Ningpo, near modern-day Shanghai, to southern Kyushu, Satsuma, then around the island of Shikoku to Sake. This waterway offered a competitive alternative to the older trade route through the port of Hakata in northern Kyushu, which was mired in the political power struggles between the lords of the Hosokawa clan, who had a significant influence over the shogun of Ashikaga and the powerful Oki lords, who controlled western Honshu and northeastern Kyushu, including the port of Hakata. The other thing we haven't looked at yet, we did pick up an item that we can potentially improve our defences. Oh, we can't equip gear while we're in the water. Right, let's head back to the port. We've got to work out why we were suddenly being chased as well. I don't know if there was some risk because we were running, maybe. And we're not meant to run, are we? Everything's meant to be done at a normal pace, I suppose. I don't want to go underneath, I want to go up. There we go. Why are you making loads of noise? Doesn't say we're not allowed here. It's not yellow at the top, so I don't know what was going on there. Viewpoints, you look around for the findings. I'm like, oh yeah, viewpoints are really good. I like the way they've done the viewpoints. You can't, nothing that just shows up. You actually have to look. Oh, there's a load of gold here, but I've got a feeling that's not a good place to go to. That potentially could also be what that question mark is as well. And we also need to be looking around this area here for an outfit as well. I'm curious though to what it is. I have to get a bit closer, it might tell us. There we go. We've discovered the money changer district. Is that what it's going to tell us? Money changer district. I'm guessing that's a bad place. It's also red. We haven't seen the red before. So that's wealth currently is low. There's loads of red stuff. There's loads of gold there. I'm not seeing any soldiers either. Obviously, if we can sneak in and get stuff, maybe worth a while. Ah, there we go. Look, things like an elite. They are very tough to take down, as we've seen previously. Okay. We may come back for that one. I don't think there's much point risking things now. I think let's focus on what we've got to try and do. So we're trying to find an outfit. Ah, we found someone who can sells it by the looks of it. Over here.
A tea ceremony will require a rare kosode.
Hopefully we can find an outfit.
Do you sell special kosode?
All of my kosode are special.
Enough for a tea ceremony? With some important guests?
Sure, I can make you something for that. In 1 week.
1 week? I can't wait.
I kind of need it now.
Blame the pirates. They stopped the
Thank you for the like, what I was much appreciated.
delivered. All kosode makers are in the same boat.
Ah, the missing
What
silk.
about the fabrics you have on display?
Those are just for show.
And if I brought you some silk?
Well, I could make the kosode in 1 day, but unless someone deals with the pirates, you'll have to wait for the next shipment of silk.
Okay. Retrieve the silks. So the silks have been not allowed into the port because they've been held off by pirates, supposedly. And we need to retrieve the silks. And my guess is it's going to be the ship. Yeah, it's going to be the one next to the one we was on, isn't it? Of course it is. So obviously we were on that ship and did the viewpoint. The one next to it, it's got loads of gold points on it. I'm guessing has the silk. So we need to get close to the ship and see how we get the silk without getting ourselves killed. It is getting dark, which probably will work to our advantage, to be fair. As we found yesterday, fighting isn't our strong suit, so we need to be able to go unnoticed for as long as possible. This is our investigation zone. My guess is they're all on that ship, because that's a pirate ship, I think. If I'd known this when we were doing the viewpoint, we would have done it then, to be fair. Oh yeah, it's always Sod's Law. If we'd known, it'd be different, but we didn't. There we go. The silk is on that ship. We did highlight a couple of people up when we was on board that one a minute ago. We still need to change our helmet as well, actually, to be fair. Let's just climb on here. So we can actually use this if we wanted to, rather than sailing, rather than swimming. It's a big ship, it doesn't have a crash. Right, before we go get closer, let's have a look at this new helmet we picked up. So it's a level 6 Shrouded Shinobi Hood. Increases our health and adrenaline gain. So we'll obviously start wearing that. I don't like hoods on people, so I've not put it on. I think maybe though we should. If it's a hood, I don't mind it. It was a straw hat I didn't like. Okay, so we've got a bit more defense now as well. don't mind swimming towards the ship, actually. I don't see that being an issue. There's a lot of gold stuff here as well, so we'll try and retrieve everything we possibly can from the ship, but we don't want to get seen. That's the big thing.
Best if I remain unseen.
The best if I remain unseen.
You'd like to get your hands on that silk, wouldn't you?
What I would like
I'd rather get our more.
is make sure we mark everyone up, really.
But they pay up.
Big guy there we've got to watch out for.
Come on.
Two people talking over there.
It would be the last thing.
Another person over there. I can throw a kunai at that person and take him out. My concern is that guy up there, down there, spotting it. No, we can't. I know I can't do it from here. I want to climb the rigging, ideally, don't we? We want to be a lot higher than we are. But I think doing that's going to get seen. There's not many enemies on here, to be fair. Okay, they have seen us kill two, admittedly. Missed him.
I will snap your neck.
You know, this not being seen, as always, didn't go very well. Hang on. I was trying to use a smoke bomb, to be fair.
That silk belongs in Sakai.
I was trying to use a smoke bomb, but I couldn't quite get it to work where I wanted it to. So the only person left is the big guy. I've got away with it, but yeah, my stealth is not going well at the minute. The hood looks like something it does, to be fair. Right, I want you to move away so we can try and get an angle on the big guy and take him down. Just because fighting him will not go well for us at this point, with no rations as well. With no kunai left either, but we can retrieve the ones we used. Ah, he caught an assassination. I'm nearly dead. He stopped, so we couldn't assassinate him, he stopped us doing it. I wasn't expecting that. I thought we'd be able to take him down with the assassination, but we couldn't. It may just be a fight then, but I don't know if we'd win it. Can't climb up there, can I? Climb up there? Yeah. I really thought an assassination would do that. Obviously, I was wrong. It's still searching. I need rations, ideally. Refill rations. There we go. Rations refilled. Refill tools. Now, kunai aren't gonna take him down. It's not definitely not your typical pirate symbol, is it? So I can take a bit of health off for throwing a kunai at him. But yeah, assassinations didn't work on him. It's because he's high level, I'm assuming.
Is that at me?
That missed. Ah, didn't work. I was hoping to break his defense by using that. Well, we're fighting. Not what we wanted to be doing, but there we go. As long as we keep dodging, we'll be okay. Got to get in and out. Oh, that was a good hit. We got him. It wasn't as tough to take down as I expected, to be fair. The sword we use also applies bleed, which is quite handy, to be fair. Okay, we've got the silk that we needed for the quest. While we're here, though, let's grab everything else. But yeah, I thought that was going to be a lot harder to take it down. We got some wood that we can take back and use to improve our hideout. Rations are refilled. Yeah, that wasn't... obviously didn't go to plan, as we saw. But I think in the end, we did okay. Definitely didn't go to plan, though. I'm finding that a lot with her. It generally doesn't go to plan. Right, nothing else to pick up here, I don't think. We've got everything. Hang on, it's saying there's a gold box on that other ship. Just there's a gold box. Well, we're here anyway, might as well try and grab that while we're here. We've already been on this ship once before to grab the viewpoint anyway. Sure, it's not the... no, it is. It's me that's making it difficult when it comes to the staying stealth. It is a me thing rather than a her thing. I've got to learn to be better with the stealth of her. Right, let's get back to the trader, and they can go and make us the outfit we need for the tea ceremony. Hopefully that will get us closer to the Golden Teppo. At some point we need to head back to the hideout and upgrade it and make the forge and things. We should have a decent amount of materials now as well. Maju Sanka, good morning, how are you? But yeah, I'm struggling so much with the stealth side of things. I don't know what it is. I think I'm maybe rushing it, maybe, I don't know. Right, let's get this outfit made. We also need to head to the hideout in Sakai that we just spent 800 mon on as well. To see what we do there.
I have silk. You can keep what's left of it if you make me a kosode in one day.
Ah, of course, of course. Now, which silk? There's some nice red in there.
What about black?
She wants a black outfit, okay.
Black silk.
How are you then, Maju Sanka?
You know, the Portuguese, not as fine as Chinese silk, but some might find it exotic.
The Portuguese silk, please. Black suits me better.
I could do a trim with gold thread so it's not so dark. Not our style, but it might work. This is my best work yet. I hope it brings you success at your tea ceremony.
I'm sure it will. Thank you. My training in disguise are complete. Now, back to House Iman.
There we go, we have our outfit as well. We can now head back to Imai Sokun, and we can hopefully go and take part in this tea ceremony and get closer to the Golden Teppo. We're actually quite close to where it is, actually. That's where we're heading to next. What I wanted to check, though, was this. So we paid 800 mon for that, and I want to see what it gives us. So we'll try and head there first, and then we'll do tea ceremony afterwards. From what it said, I think it's a place we can upgrade our hideout without being at the hideout, I think. We'll try and see what we can find. Also, we've only seen one merchant so far. Oh, hang on, we're not allowed here. For some reason, we're not allowed here. Don't know why. I know there's a whole load of stuff in there to grab. But yeah, we're not allowed in there for some reason. Okay. Go a different way then. They won't let us in that way. We'll find a different way. I don't want to go to the tea ceremony yet. There we go. I know in the daytime we're probably drawing a bit of attention to ourselves by being on the rooftops. Right, over here is where we paid 800 mon. I just want to see what it gives us. There must be a reason. Oh, we've got one of these as well now. Commerce and craft at Sake. So this is commerce and craft at Sake. I'm just glad we actually know what these are now. Following the Onin Wars, 1467 to 1477, that ravaged Kyoto, many artisans and merchants of the capital fled to Sake. The addition of these artisans allowed Sake to become the main market of the country, even eclipsing Hyogo, present-day Kobe. The city was administered by a merchant oligarchy who met in a council called the Igoshu. During the 16th century, they purposely avoided the struggles between daimyo for control of the region and tried to maintain the neutrality of the city whilst also welcoming those fleeing persecution. In 1536, Sake once again welcomed persecuted merchants from Kyoto who were followers of the Lotus School, or Nichiren sect. The numbers who came to Sake were sufficient that it became one of the strongholds of the Buddhist school, which affected many bourgeoisie. I'm struggling with some of these words. When the Portuguese arrived in Japan, they referred to the city as the Repubblica do Sake, which they compared to Venice. By the mid-16th century, Sake had become a flourishing city and the safest place in the country, because the merchant oligarchy had spared it from the many conflicts at that time in Kane, the heart of the country. Once again, peace attracted all those fleeing the incessant wars. Sake had become an important place of artisanal production. In particular, there were arsenals where firearms were manufactured. These weapons were much needed to wage war. However, the metallurgists also made other weapons, especially swords. Additionally, the artisans specialising in leather work made horse saddles and harnesses for the cavalry of the great lords. There were also many sake breweries in Sake, which were like small banks, and workshops for making damask fabrics from silk. So it tried to keep itself separate from all the many disagreements and wars that were ongoing at the time. Right, let's go and see what we gain for spending 800 mon, and then tea ceremony it is. Ah, contracts. That's new. Oh, it's not popping up there. So this is the building we brought by the looks of things. Supposedly there's contracts on the wall, or can be. I think. What's this? Ah, browse contracts. So you can take on contracts by the looks of things. Contracts for each province of Japan are posted on their contract boards. Completing contracts is a great way to earn extra resources and loot. Contracts refresh when the seasons change. Okay. So you can accept all different contracts. It doesn't tell you where they are, though, annoyingly. I don't know whether we should just accept them all and not do them as we go past things. Destroy the enemy's supplies, separate the enemy from their supplies, and assassinate the target. Do get quite a lot of rewards from that, though, including XP, which is obviously used for leveling. Thank you for the like, well, that's appreciated. I think we take every contract we can, and when we're nearby to them, we'll just do them. That way we're gaining XP as much as we possibly can. I'm guessing we can take more than one. Yeah, there we go. So we'll take all three. They should then show up on the map, hopefully. We can refill scouts there. Anything else in here? Access storage. I didn't know we had storage. You can deposit equipment from your inventory into storage. Equipped gear cannot be deposited. Ah, okay. So all the stuff we don't want to use anymore, we can now deposit into storage. Things like old katanas that are no longer good enough to be used. We do know with a forge we can upgrade equipment. So maybe keeping the older ones and upgrade them may be a better way of doing things later on. So Matsu's katana we'll store. we'll keep the level 7 because obviously once we're level 7, it might be worth taking. That's withdraw. Armor wise, we can get rid of both these two now. I know we can break down armor and things, but at the minute I'm one of those people that has to keep everything, so I can't help it. Okay, there we go. What's this here? Refill supplies. Nothing to refill. Is that what 800 Mon gave us? So 800 Mon gave us this supposedly, but I don't know what else. We must be able to do more here, surely. Can't upgrade it, it doesn't seem. Okay, that seems to be it. So we can use this as a base of operations in Sakai. We can also use it as a fast travel point as well. There's their contracts showing up on the map now, so when we get a chance, we'll do those when we're nearby. But yeah, other than having it as a fast travel point, we haven't really gained much, have we, from having it? It seems. But then maybe in time it might improve, I don't know. A gear vendor's now shown up as well in Sakai. He wasn't there previously. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, a storage place for items is always handy. It doesn't say it's the maximum you can keep either, interestingly. Right, let's go and take part in this tea ceremony then. That's the main thing at the minute. On the way there, we'll have a look at this gear vendor. If he's this, oh, he's below us. How is he below us? Oh, he's there. There we go. Let's see what he has. We'll see what he's got in stock.
Great value.
C shop. So rations. He sells katanas as well. And oh wow, okay, interesting. We haven't seen katanas that have got different upgrade points on them. But they have. So that's interesting. That must be something that will be upgraded later on, maybe. And then also we've got Kushigen armor. So these are other types of weapons, bladed weapons. We have got a secondary weapon spot we haven't been able to fill just yet. And we can, oh, so they're perks. You can engrave perks onto your weapons, which we weren't aware of currently. I'm not going to buy anything yet. I think we'll be able to find things more than buy stuff, to be fair. So I'd rather wait and just see if we can find things ourselves. I don't generally like buying stuff, to be honest. Trinkets are something I know we can equip. We haven't got any so far. But I think we should wait and see to what we actually may find ourselves. It may be a point we have to start buying
Farewell,
stuff.
young warrior.
But I'm not a fan of buying stuff if we can avoid it. Right, let's go to a tea ceremony. That's the main plot line at the minute. Here we are.
You must change into the kosode before I present you to father. I'll have a servant help you dress.
I can dress myself.
You can put on clothes. There's a difference.
We need the servant to help us dress. Okay, tea ceremony it is.
Sanuki?
Yes, Master Sokyu.
Come closer. My sight is not what it was, and I'm too old to pose a threat.
Remember, the whole point of this is to get some information that gets closer to the Golden Teppo.
That one so young could secure the contracts you brought us. Would you believe? I managed the most prosperous warehouse in Sakai when I was not much older than you.
Yes.
Very good. Tell me, did you receive the request from Lord Nobunaga directly?
I haven't had the honor of meeting him. I've only dealt with his agents.
Yes. That is how he would have arranged it. What is the name?
He's asking a lot of
agent?
questions about stuff we don't know much about.
I do not know him, but I will.
Remember, the contracts we've given him
Now tell
are
me,
all fake.
what is the purpose of the tea ceremony?
The tea ceremony is a way of honoring the four virtues.
You follow the teaching of Sennu Rikyu?
I am still learning and would welcome further instruction.
Master Rikyu puts much on philosophy. But equally important is form. By respecting the ritual, we honor the experience.
I understand.
Good. I'm pleased to say I was able to find 3 other women with similar interest.
Forgive me, Master Sokyu. Lord Mitsuhide arrived unannounced. He insists on speaking with you.
Send him in.
Okay, another lord's arrived.
My apologies, Master Sokyu, but I must excuse myself from your ceremony in 3 days' time. I lied to Lord Nobunaga tonight.
Your absence will sadden us, Lord Mitsuhide. Though, it is odd that he who requested your seat should so abruptly take it away.
Who can anticipate such a brilliant, unpredictable mind?
Is that
Indeed,
then a seat that we can
I
take,
shall
maybe?
express my regrets to Lord Nobunaga in that letter.
No need.
You player, good morning, how are you?
And I've left the gifts with your house.
Thank you for the like, that was much
Poor
appreciated.
excuse for the inconvenience.
Your acts of generosity are always appreciated.
I think him leaving may give us a spare seat at the table, which hopefully we can fill. I'm doing okay, thank you. Yeah, not too bad, thank you, Upla.
Did you recognize that man?
No. Should I?
That was Akechi Mitsuhide, one of Lord Nobunaga's generals.
Is that why you wanted me to stay? You believe he's connected to these contracts?
I believe nothing until I have evidence. Sometimes, answers reveal new questions.
You don't trust him?
You have captured my interest. But do not presume to have earned more than that.
Okay, she's pushing a little bit too far.
Gather in the garden ahead of the ceremony. You may join them there.
She was pushing it a little bit too much there. Him just to put her back in her place a little bit and say, no, hang on. But it looks like we've gained a seat at the table. We're going to go and talk to the guests that are here. Try not to run if we can avoid it.
Hello.
Yeah, I had a rough night,
nice
let's put it
to
that
meet
way.
you.
I am Otama.
I was falling asleep this morning when after everyone was up. I'm sat on the sofa
You
trying
must
to
be
drink
new
tea.
to Sakai.
And
You haven't caught up with our fashion.
my little boy had to come and take my tea off me because I was falling asleep while holding my cup.
I am not so interested in
It
decoration.
was a rough night.
Unless it
But other than
involves
that, I'm alright.
ornamented
I'm feeling it.
purple.
That much is clear.
But I've been trying to push myself a bit recently to try and, strengthen
You
the
are
back.
friends with the Imai?
Our
Sit up for
families
longer.
have known each other for years. How did you gain entry to this coveted event?
And
Sokun
try and
I
grin
have
and bear the
sealed
pain
many
as much
deals
as possible.
over sake.
Really? Then I
Without
wonder
taking
why
too
he's
many
never
painkillers.
spoken of you.
It's not so strange. He never speaks of you either.
There's something about you that doesn't fit.
She's
Doesn't
kind of
with a
clocked that
piece
we're out of place.
Or a cat with a silver coin.
What did you say?
Patrick, good morning, how are you?
Speak of the
You were going to
temple
ask as well.
side.
Yeah, I'm okay,
Go back to
honestly.
your firm before you get hurt.
Rough night. I can feel that obviously we did a bit too much yesterday, but other than that, I'm okay, honestly. I wouldn't stream if I didn't feel I was able to, so I'm okay. Yeah. I think we're also going to have a bonus stream tomorrow morning as well, to be fair. A bit later start time than today. So she has already clicked that we shouldn't be here, we don't belong. Interestingly. Let's go and speak to one of the other guests.
Hello. We have not met.
I am Sanuki. It's a pleasure to meet you.
But yeah, I'm okay.
I am Milady Satoko.
If I don't push myself, then I won't ever do anything more, will I? That's the thing.
These ceremonies.
We are partners in business.
Forgive me. My uncle says I had to grow up before I could learn manners. I'm here on my husband's behalf, but I'd rather be hunting.
Oh, what do you hunt?
Bandits.
Bandits?
Bandits?
They are a scourge on our land.
Okay.
My maidservants are trained with the Teppo, and we deliver swift justice to those who loot and steal.
Trained with
But what of
Teppo?
those who steal to feed their families? Or to take back what once was theirs?
Theft is the most base and cowardly of crimes. No one should steal unless they are prepared to pay with their life.
Could she be the person that shot us?
But this is hardly a fitting subject.
There's definitely something there, isn't there? Thank you for the like, was much appreciated.
Contemplate this cherry tree.
Streaming soldier indeed. Thank you, Patrick. Yeah, interesting that. She hunts bandits and are trained with Teppo. Now the person who shot us are the Golden Teppo. So interesting, she may be someone we need to keep an eye on. Final person I think we need to speak to.
Good evening.
I am Sanuki.
What a beautiful kosode. I love the trim. You wouldn't mind if I steal it from you?
Steal it from us. Really?
I mean no disrespect. I am Wakasa. You may have heard of me?
I've only recently arrived, but I would love to learn more about one so famous.
You have good instincts. Trust them. I am something of a legend in the making. I have my sights on Sakai. I wasn't born here, and some find my manner bold. Are they polite or plain-spoken in... Where did you say
we didn't say where we were from.
I never told you. Sakai is the only place I wish to call home.
A good answer. Enjoy the ceremony. If you plan to stay in Sakai, come by Osaka Castle. I'm overseeing some work there.
Okay, so she wants to see us again. So out of the 3 people in the ceremony, 1 doesn't trust us, doesn't like us, knows we're not meant to be there.
The tea ceremony
1
will
hunts
begin
bandits,
soon.
and I think he's probably our prime
I will
person
ask
for
our
getting
US
close to the
arrival
Golden
to
Teppo.
Sakai to come forward.
And her wants to see us again at the castle.
On behalf of House Imai, allow me to welcome you, Sanuki. As my honored guest, you will sit at my side, but you might better appreciate the preparing of the tea.
You do me too much honor.
Part of me thinks the lady, the one that's called Lady something, the one that hunts bandits, she possibly could be the Golden Teppo. It's not tears would make now, is it? I'll get rid of it at some point. Yeah, it doesn't help when you're not able to do too much. It doesn't help, does it, Crazy Irishman? That's the problem. Your muscles waste away and you've got to get them back to normal again.
I know this tea. Many years ago, I had it with the Shogun. When there was a Shogun.
Now, I don't know when it's our turn whether we need to do something from our teachings or not. If we do, we may be in trouble.
This tea is truly sublime, Master Sokyu.
I did not create a leaf, merely realize its potential.
The aesthetics of this ball are exquisite.
It belonged to my master, Takenojo.
Our turn. Please don't make me remember anything. No, she's right. Turn it to the right.
The blend of flavor puts mind and soul in balance.
Master Sokyu, for your hospitality, please accept this dagger owned by the late Shogun Yoshimitsu.
It is remarkably well preserved.
It endures, like the Ashikaga.
Gift time then.
Master Sokyu, I hope you will have time to reflect upon this painting of a
So
wild
that's the one I
beast.
think could possibly be the Golden Teppo. It was linked to them at least.
Thank you, Satoko.
Lady
It is
Sotoko.
beautifully rendered.
I would like to offer you this snow mask, Master Sokyu, crafted by the artisan Zekan.
Not a bad way of
From
getting some
Odyssey.
gifts though, is it? Serve a little bit
A
of tea.
discerning choice.
They get one mouthful each,
I
and then
thank
you get a
you.
load of gifts. Dennis, good morning. How are you?
Master Sokyu, please accept this humble gift.
Oh yeah, the bamboo
I
ladle.
recognize the ladle. It's a shutoku from Lord Nobunaga's personal collection.
It is
I
indeed.
got it through Master Rikyu. I'm sorry to have caused offense.
I see. That explains much. You gave no offense. I shall repay Master Rikyu for this act of generosity. You have honored me with your presence and gift. I will cherish this meeting. You may see yourselves out.
I think we should do that. We should hold a tea ceremony. Everyone gets a little sip, and everyone gives me gifts in return. 'Cause that's essentially what just happened.
How can I be certain any one of these is Jewish killer?
I know who the killer
But I
is.
can't risk missing my chance at revenge.
So one of these
This
three.
one possesses a noble grace I didn't sense in the killer that
Oh, okay,
night.
maybe I'm wrong.
She's grown hard out of necessity, not cruelty.
You just woke up, have you?
I can see Otama committing murder on a moonlit night. Does she know who I am, or is she just
So one of
bad?
these three was there. What is the Golden Teppo?
Wakasa and I are more alike than these others. She fought for her place here. But that path couldn't have been easy or clean. I can't let this opportunity walk away.
So Noe doesn't believe it's the lady that I thought it or think it is.
You've been watching me with more than idle curiosity.
I meant no offense. I've never met a woman quite like you.
And I suspect there's more to you under the mask.
Mask.
We hide our true selves in public. What do you say we talk somewhere we can let those masks drop?
Oh, so I was wrong. The Golden Teppo is
I would
Wakeza.
like that.
I didn't get that in the
Come to
slightest.
my house.
I got that so wrong.
It's not far.
She is the Golden Teppo. To be honest, I'm glad that I got it wrong, because it shows that you think you follow the clues, and you don't always get it right.
I hope you'll feel more at ease here.
You have a beautiful home.
Would you believe this is the first place I truly dropped anchor?
I'm assuming we're going to get a
Before
chance to
this, I
assassinate her in a
was
second.
always on the move.
Why did you choose Sakai? Were you looking for something?
I will explain myself, but do feel free to look around.
Can we not just assassinate? We know she's the Golden Teppo.
Nothing comes in or out of Sakai without Soku
Okay,
taking
assassinate.
his share. That is why I was at his ceremony tonight. Not out of any great love of tea. I prefer sake.
It's a
Or
simple
Portuguese
task.
wine.
We just
Men like Soku and the Sokyu have the same fears and appetites as
we haven't got any weapons, have we?
susceptible to flattery and seduction. Those who aren't, those who stand in my way, they can feed the worms. Once I control the Teppo trade in Sakai, I will begin to assemble my fleet. Traders, smugglers, even pirates will answer my call. We'd form the greatest trading fleet to ever set sail and rule the markets. By trade.
Oh, we can pick the gun up.
The future is trade, and Sakai is the center of trade.
So the gun can be picked up. Is that the only weapon we've got in here? I think it is. No, you don't. At the minute, like, Dennis, we haven't had a choice. We met Yasuke for like 5 minutes, and then we've been Noe ever since. So over what 7 hours, mainly Noe. I don't know if we get to choose later.
That was the feeling I couldn't place. It's you.
That was the gun she used to shoot us with, I think.
So will you gun me down like a coward?
I was hoping to assassinate her, but obviously that didn't quite happen.
I have a better idea. Why don't you tell me what will make this right?
Well, if they're the ones calling it sake, that's what it's called, Dennis.
You think I would bargain with my father's murderer?
You are in the strongest position. You offer life, I will trade anything for that.
She doesn't want to die.
I want the box you took from me that night.
Ah, the box. Well, it isn't here, but I can take you to it.
No, you'll tell
Would you
me
trust
where
her?
it is.
I do that, you'll have no reason to let me live.
Yep,
So
that's
you
the point.
won't tell me where it is.
No.
Then you're of no use to me at all.
There it is. The Golden Teppo. The second Onra to be taken down. Wasn't really a true assassination, was it? You know, assassination normally is with your blade.
Wakasa is dead, and I am one step closer to avenging my father.
Yeah, it wasn't really a true assassination in what we know as an assassination, really. I don't quite know as well if there was any other options, or was the gun the only way of doing it? Obviously, nothing else showed up that we could pick up apart from the gun. And I suppose the gun was what killed our father, and she shot us with. It's quite, you know, nice to have used it on her too. Seasons have changed as well. Completed the quest. We gained a load of different things on the right side I couldn't see. We've leveled up as well. Scouts are refreshed because of the season change. And we gained a mastery point as well. We'll have a look at that in a second, so everything can catch up. Okay. Is everything hang on, is everything caught up? Acquired hideout resources, yep. Just let everything catch up. I think we've caught everything sort of caught up now. Cool. So it's slightly different, isn't it? So Noe isn't an assassin as such. She's a shinobi, which were assassins, but not assassins as part of the creed that we know them as. And we don't know, we haven't had that connection yet. Obviously she trained, her father and her auntie trained her to be a shinobi, from what we've seen so far. But we don't know how that connection to the assassins is quite there yet. So yeah, I suppose it makes sense that she didn't use the assassin's blade to do it, and it is quite, nice that she did it with the gun that killed her and shot her and her father. To be fair, so that is. So if you go back over here, this. Okay, hang on. That's something new showing up. That's new. The people. Okay, so people of Yamashiro, Senno Riku, this well-respected tea master is a trusted patron of ceremony for many high-ranking daimyo. So we need to go and see him at some point. Tea master Senno Riku has asked Noe to find him rare tea bowls worthy of a new tea house project. So we're going to go and speak to Riku about that by the looks of things. That's a new mission then that's now come up. This is what we want to look at. Wakasa. Wakasa was the masked woman who shot Noe with a gold-trimmed teppo. This former pirate clawed her way from the bottoms of the heights of Sake society, only to be brought down by Noe's unwavering will. She has been defeated and killed and found. The next one we need to find is the wounded. He's the other person who is responsible for our father's death. So here's the next main mission to kind of follow on the story with. The others we know nothing about. We obviously still need one more Kuchikuri. What does she need? We need to build a forge yet as well. So yeah, so new missions showed up here for the people of Yamashiro. It's like there's different communities as well we've got to kind of integrate and do missions with, which is interesting. So we do need to pick our next mission. My thinking is we fast travel back to the hideout and build the forge. Because that's something we're waiting to do anyway. I think that's worth doing. We gained a couple of things from doing that. So the katana we already had, this is the bloody katana service. We're now level 7, so this one here we gained yesterday. We can now have instead. It will give us more health, more posture DPS, ability damage as well will go up. And it's the Warrior's Katana of Wounding. They're all common. And you can see there's no perks you can add to them because of it. Later on, hopefully we get some better weapons. I'm ignoring the Tanto for the second. The bleed build-up is down by 0.4%, but for what goes up, I think it's worth changing. Although the bloody katana was quite cool and worked really well. So let's swap the weapon. Although, to be fair, it's got a nice holster to it. I know it's not called a holster, but I do like the look of it. This other weapon, the Tanto, we haven't seen this yet. Could it be our secondary? It can. Okay. So the Shinobi's Fury. This is a legendary Tanto. We got this for the mission we just did. Weak point attacks make enemies vulnerable a second time. And we can upgrade it at the Hideout's Forge to engrave another perk as well. We can equip this as a secondary weapon. I don't quite know how secondary weapons work yet. But yeah, it looks like we can equip it. So let's equip that then. So now we have a secondary weapon for the first time. And that would have also increased our health as well, which is what we wanted. So we need to figure out how we use secondary weapons and main weapons as two different things, to be fair. But Shinobi's Fury. Okay. Codex has also updated what's gained in the Codex. We'll give it a tutorial first. Unless it's something interesting. Investigation. Contract board. Is that it? Yeah. And database, what do we gain? Weapons. Tanto. So I don't actually know what a Tanto is. Let's have a quick look. The Hidden Blade and Tanto combination is a lightning quick dual-wield weapon. It exploits opponents' vulnerabilities and rapidly dispatches damage. While combos can be extended indefinitely, their limited stopping power means one must rely on reflexes and navigating attack patterns rather than overpowering foes. Discreet and perfect for stealth, this combo allows for concealed carry anywhere. Okay. Sounds good to me. Okay, as I said, I don't quite know how secondary weapons work. That's something we need to have a look at. Okay, so my thinking is, what we do, we go to objectives, we build a forge. We've got enough to do so. And that would increase our hideout. So if we'll track that as our main objective for the minute. we've already got Haiji, the blacksmith, heading to our hideout, and we can fast travel to our hideout. I'm not a massive fan of fast travel, especially early on, because you miss things, but my plan is we'll fast travel to hideout, do a few bits there, then we'll head back to Sake and carry on with some missions around there as we were there anyway. But I think this is important to do because this will hopefully increase the hideout capacity at the same time. So let's fast travel to the hideout. I think this is the first time I fast travelled as well, to be fair. But yeah, we need to work out how we change secondary and main weapons on the fly. We've got a mastery point we haven't spent as well yet. That's something we need to do. I also think this being entered into the creed and stuff may come once we've got the hideout to a certain point. I think that's the other thing. Because until the hideout's up and running properly, the creed, I can't see that connection. So I wonder if maybe that we've got to get to a certain point first. Okay, so this is to improve the hideout. I do like this. I do like the hideout building side of things. I like the fact you can do it in whatever style you want as well. I do find that quite interesting. So forge is this one here. We've got a study as well. Fiend rooms, a ginger. Oh, so we can also build a Shinto shrine there as well. That's unlocked. Gallery displays gear found in your travels. Ah, so you can do different loadouts. Well, so these are roofed corridors that you use to connect different buildings together. Main rooms though. And we've got a study and we've got the forge. We can't do the dojo yet. So forge is the one we want to build. We've got plenty of resources to do. So this will also level up the hideout to level 2. Do I need to pick where to build this? I do, don't I? I don't think this connects to anything, does it? I think this is a separate building. Is that the front or the back? I can't see where the front is. I just want to see where the front is so I know we're doing it the right way around. That's got to be the front, surely. Or would that be the back? I don't want to place this the wrong way around. That's my good concern here. I don't know if that's the front or back. I think that's the back. Okay, we can place it anywhere along here. Doesn't fit in here, does it? No. I'm assuming we can move things later on if we wanted to. I'm sure the lights will be at the front. I don't know. I'm hoping we've got this right. Let's place this down, and hopefully we're not going the wrong way around. I'm enjoying the game so far. Yeah, I don't. You know, we've had a couple of glitches occasionally, but nothing bad. My only issue at the minute is Yasuke. We saw him for 5 minutes yesterday, and that was it. I don't quite see how that fit goes yet, and I kind of want to know why and how, and you know, more about him really, and get to use him essentially. I think the deep backstories they've done for the characters like Noe are really good. But yeah, thoroughly enjoying it so far. But it's still very early days. I don't want to say, yeah, it's definitely worth spending the money on. I don't do that until we've finished, essentially, because it's still too early. Okay, we haven't got any cosmetics we can add, so it'll be as it is. Yeah, rustic roof. There we go. We've now got a forge. I'm pretty sure we can build more, but we'll hold off for a second. It was the forge we wanted to actually make sure we built.
The forge is done.
There we go.
I think your parents would approve.
They were the best.
But yeah, so far I'm enjoying it. I know there's still a lot of hate out there for it, for all different reasons. A lot of people having a lot more glitches than we've had.
I can honor them.
I am in your debt again.
As I say,
Nonsense.
SLPCLK stream
You
yesterday,
belong
I jumped
here.
into Salo,
And don't
and he
thank
was locked
me.
to the map and couldn't get out of the
Thank
map.
Naue.
So
She found you.
we already know
This
there's
is
a
very
free
good.
DLC coming as well,
Yes,
which should be interesting to see what
it
that does.
is.
But yeah, we don't really know enough about the story so far either, to be honest. Level up your gear to increase its power by bringing materials to the blacksmith. Okay, so we can now level up gear from the blacksmith by looks of things. So we can upgrade gear at the forge to keep your power on par with your enemies. Upgrading an item increases its level, which in turn gives higher stats. Okay. And we can also dismantle gear at the forge as well. I'm not someone who dismantles gear generally. What's the other tutorial we've missed there? World. Salvage chest. Seasons change. They'll bring resources to the salvage chest in the hideout. Okay. So as the seasons change, our scouts will bring resources from different places with them. And hideout has now got the forge. You can upgrade the forge as well according to that. Yeah, we've got some loot waiting for us in the salvage chest as well. Let's go and quickly go and speak to... I can't think what her name is, but her. Yeah, there is a DLC. It was sorry, it's a free DLC to anyone. I think it's a pre-order. I don't know if it's just pre-orders or everyone in general, but they've already said the first DLC is free. It was apology for postponing the game's release, essentially.
Good. I wanted to talk to you.
What is it?
These new arrivals. Do you have a plan for them? And will you take in any stray that comes along?
They are others who share our beliefs. Sometimes we'll find them, or they'll find us.
I hope they are the only ones who find us.
Okay, so she's not happy about us bringing new people in, which is kind of obvious. Now, if we go quickly back to objectives, what's her next objective? Because we've done her mission now. Okay, she hasn't got one, interestingly. I know we've got enough resources to do some more upgrades to the hideout. We do want to go and have a look at the forge as well. That's something we need to have a look at now it's built. But this is currently our hideout. We've got the forge. I don't think can we do the dojo now or not? I don't think we've unlocked it yet. Let's have a look. So that forge is built. Study we can now build as well. We have got enough resources to do so. This is an information center. Upgrade and expand the network by new scouts. Can only build one of its kind. Let's build that while we can. It does say it connects. So I think it connects here. Looking at that. There we go. We've got a lot of resources, but now we're going to be out of minerals, so we won't be able to do too many more to the buildings, I don't think. Stations, I don't think it matters. Okay, so you can put outfits to in different places. By the looks of things. So the study is now built as well. What else can we build? Or is that everything now? There is one more room, the dojo, we haven't unlocked yet. We've got to wait for that. We can also build a jinja, which is a Shinto shrine. Although we haven't got enough resources or money. Wow, that's expensive. Everything else I think is locked, and other than the connecting rooms, which I'm not fussed about. We can also change dirt and stuff. I'm not one for cosmetics. A lot of this I'm not going to bother with, as I don't ever do. I like the fact we can build more rooms and use those, but actually these kind of things, unless they give us something, I don't see the reason to have them just yet. Trees as well. Animals. So all the animals we petted are now showing up. This is the stray dog that we helped yesterday. We will have the dog here. Where do I place him? Everybody benefits trophy achieved. So these are all the dogs we've actually petted, I think, isn't it? The dog we helped, I wanted to place because we helped the dog in yesterday. It was a mission we did yesterday. You loved Assassin's Creed 3 and Black Flag also on saying ED Origins. Gave up on that. Valhalla I found pretty good. It just takes time. We've recruited a new scout as well now. So we've got a couple of things we need to look at. Salvage chest we need to go and get and grab resources from. Someone wants to talk to us over here. I don't know where the salvage chest is. That's something we need to figure out. Junjiro wants to speak to Spikes and things.
Just fix it like you did last time. It was perfect. Auntie Tomiko never knew.
I don't like lying to Miss Tomiko.
He's obviously broken something.
You're just fixing the stove. I'm the one who's
He's broke the stove.
Ah.
Junjiro's broke the stove, so he's trying to convince one of the other people around to fix it and not to tell Tomiko so he doesn't get in trouble. Right, let's find this storage chest. Is that something we do need to look at? The resources. I'm assuming over time this area will just get built up and there'll be more people around. Would be my thinking. This is the forge.
I have heard the metalwork at Nijo Palace in Yamashiro has no equal. I hope to see it one day. What do you need?
Okay, so we can see the shop, we can talk. Let's talk to him first. Information is key. The more information we have, the more things we can go and do around the world.
What was it?
When Lord Nobunaga came to Sakai.
Yeah, like I say, I'm not going to say anyone. It's amazing because we're not far enough in.
They refused.
The story could fall flat in its face for all we know yet.
And took them. Their heads were displayed as an example to us.
The only thing I would say, if you gave up on Valhalla, this seems to be the same kind of size.
With her family.
And there's lots to do.
That sounds like Tomiko.
My parents would be happy that I am here. They would like this place.
Okay, we'll try to talk one more time to see what he says, if it's anything different.
You look comfortable here.
It is a good place.
I think if every time you get a chance to talk to someone,
and a purpose
do it as many times as you can until they repeat themselves, just so you get more information.
The work that you do here.
I do my part, that is all. If more join us, as we hope, I will do more.
Interestingly, she takes her hood off every time she speaks to someone as well. Even though we now have it showing. There we go, so you can't talk to them anymore. So we can upgrade equipment. Speaking with the blacksmith allows you to upgrade and dismantle your weapons and armor in exchange for materials. Now, we did check a load of stuff in storage. I'm curious to see if we can access storage whilst in the forge or not. That'll be interesting. We can also dismantle equipment using secondary navigation to access the dismantle menu. Dismantle weapons and armor. Resources can be recovered by dismantling legendary weapons. Resources can be recovered by dismantling, but legendary weapons and armor cannot be dismantled. So currently, these are what we have on us. I don't think we can access anything that we... Yeah, I don't think we can access stuff in storage. So if you want to upgrade something, you have to actually have it on you by the looks of things. So our katana we could upgrade. And it tells you what you get. So for spending 12 of the dust, I don't know what the dust is, and 16 mon, we can upgrade it to level 6. We're currently level 7. No, so this is... Okay, so no, this isn't it. I've got this wrong. So that's not our current weapon that's equipped. That's the other one we have on us. That's the one we just swapped out. But we could upgrade that to level 7. I don't know how it would compare to the one we've got. Personally, if you're going to upgrade weapons, if it says they're common, I don't think that's a good idea. Because obviously it's common. If it's a common weapon, what's the point of upgrading it? You want a legendary, don't you? Ideally. I don't think we... There we go. There's our Tanto. So this is our new Tanto we've just gained. It's legendary. It's one level below our level. So this will be worth upgrading. It's obviously going to cost more. But it's definitely worth upgrading this to our level. Because it's legendary. And obviously we may find something better later on. And then we swap it out. Not a big deal. But 41, 31 of the dust. It isn't dust. It's something else, I'm sure. So we'll do an upgrade for the first time. You can't actually... There's no comparison, though, to what it used to be, stat-wise, to what it will be now. I'd like to see a comparison there, just so you know how much you're gaining. Maybe that's just a personal thing, though. There we go. Upgraded Shinobi's Fury to level 7. All our armor, I don't think any of our gear other than that. I think that's the only thing we've got that's a higher level, isn't it? Yeah, everything else is common, so let's not leave everything else for the time being. In terms of dismantling, we've got no items on us to dismantle. The only one we can is the bloody katana service, and you only get 4 of the dust for it, so it's not worth it. I'd rather keep it in storage.
Hurry back.
Okay. We're still going to find... We're still looking for the... In the hideout, we are still looking for this chest. Salvage chest. I don't know where it is. Right, what do we got in here? Well, contracts, we can browse here. Ah, here we go. Supplies, nothing to refill. Storage is here. So this is where we can store stuff. But it's not where they store their stuff, by the looks of things. So the bloody katana service we'll put in there, as we're not going to use it now. I think we'll store everything. If we get duplications, then maybe we'll have to stop storing. That's to refill scouts. Still no chest, is there? Contracts. We've already got 3 contracts on the go. Yeah, these are 3 contracts already out and about, aren't they? Yeah. So until we've done those, they won't disappear. Not seeing this chest we're meant to open up though. Strangely. I thought it'd be quite an obvious thing to find, but it doesn't seem to be. I know I'm not showing any doors by me either. And I probably should. So this is where we upgrade, we know that. The study we put this side, didn't we? So many rooms. Right, this is the study. So we can open the map here. Is that all that does? Okay. Helpful. Is that all we do in here? And we can display outfits and stuff. Okay. So there's not much we can do really here at the minute, it doesn't seem to be. So we now need to decide what we're doing next. If we go to objectives and look at the main missions, which are to do with over here, obviously we've got the T one over here to do as well when we want to. But our main one here for the next on row, we need to find the fatherless monk. We've heard of a warrior monk named Kayono who might have some answers, and that's what we've got to go and find. Let's see where he is on the map. So he's south of Sake, which is where we are currently now. So we might as well head that way, I suppose. If we fast travel back to here, we head south and see if we can find this monk. And that will keep the main story moving along as well. We can also scout the objective if we wanted to. Let's actually dispatch a scout and see if they give us any more information. Check your quest guidance for clues. So let's narrow down where he is essentially. Yeah, so I think what we do, we fast travel back to our hideout in Sake, and then we can head south. I know we've got other quests and stuff to do locally. This is why I don't like fast traveling much, so we can do those on the way. But we'll go and keep the main story moving for the time being. If you like the summary thing, you might like this game, but unless you fully play the game. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? I don't know if this has changed at all by doing the other bits. Doesn't look like it has. What's this? That's a door. Okay. So we can speak to that's the gear vendor is new, isn't it? We spoke to the have we spoke? No, actually the gear vendor isn't new. Ornament vendor's new. But we're going to head south of Sake and see if we can find the fatherless monk. We also need to have a look how we change weapons as well from primary to secondary. But I think we need to be out of the town to do that. I don't want to obviously get myself in trouble and start messing around with weapons in front of people just to see how things work. So wait till you're outside of the city and have a look. Hopefully we'll find some new things along that way. At least we now know what the R2 thing does. We haven't dealt with... What? I didn't do anything. I don't understand. I walked past them and suddenly now they're after us. Luckily I'm a lot faster than they are, but yeah, I don't quite know what happened there.
Sounds like a big fight. I'll need a better view.
Okay, I've just got bundled into, must be anonymous. Okay, so this is where we need to be, but I need to be anonymous. I need a bush. Right. I think we're safe, but I don't quite know what happened there. We do need to give it a save as well, yeah, you're right. I'm not entirely sure how they spotted us. I didn't do anything, which was weird. Either that or someone spotted what we looked like, maybe. We do need... Let's give it a save. Good thinking, Batman. Batman? I don't know why I called you Batman, but good thinking, Batman. Yeah, absolutely crazy Iceman. Visual customization. Oh, we can change our equipment to look like other stuff. None of that really bothers me, to be fair. Right, we are where we need to be for the next mission after running out of Sake after being chased. But there's a big... It said there's a big fight going on, and we need to get closer to have a look. I think we're safe now, so I think we're safe to go out. There's a knowledge point here as well. But something's happening here. It says kill all the enemies. There's also lost pages here as well. Okay, we've got to kill all the enemies supposedly. So we've got to try and help out. But we don't know why, that's the only thing. Also, how do we change weapons here? Ah, there we go. So we can change from katana as well.
They need help.
I've only got one kunai left, to be fair. Come on, kill him. Okay, so let's go secondary against this guy. Oh wow, they killed him in one. So this is the guy we're meant to be helping by the sounds of it. Oh, there's loot there as well. Come on. Oh, we've got things to look at as well there. Codex entry. So, we've arrived at the temple and they're being attacked. That's all we know at this point. But you did indeed. So this is Ganshenji, which is where we've just arrived at. Kazuka Gobo or Gansenji is the monastery of the Hogunji in the central part of Izumi province, likely founded in 1550 by Shonyo, father of Kenyo. It saw rapid development as a temple town already by 1555, but was burned to the ground in 1577 by Oda Nobutada on the orders of his father Nobunaga. At the beginning of the Seika campaign, restoration of the monastery began after the peace agreement between the Hogunji and Nobunaga in 1580 and became the seat of the Kenyo between 1583 and 1585. The temple was called Keizuka Hogunji during these 2 years. Its current name, Gansenji, was given in 1602 by Junyo, who succeeded his father Kenyo as the head of the Hogunji sect. After the end of the war against Nobunaga, Kenyo left Osaka Hogunji and settled in Saginamori Gobo in Ki province in 1580. On the way, he passed through Keizuku Gobo, which was being restored after the attack by Oda Nobunaga's heir in 1577. In 1583, Kenyo relocated his seat Hogunji from Saginomori to Kazuka. This move was in part to reassure Hoshiba Hideyoshi, who was facing opposition from warriors of Seika and other holdouts from the Hogunji War, now operating out of the Nigoroji Temple in Ki province. He stayed there for 2 years until it was invited by Hideyoshi to Osaka to found Tenma Hogunji in 1585. A journal kept by his secretary from 1580 to 1586 provides a better understanding of his good relationship with the feudal lords. Hideyoshi, in particular, during the years he spent in Kizuka. My pronunciation is horrendous. Right, back to the fighting, eh? We've got a secondary weapon here as well. Just so we can get to use the secondary weapon a little bit. He was blocking our attacks there. There we go. I think, is that everyone? There's one left. Okay, back to katana. We did try and do a bit of that secretly, but obviously in the end we had to fight properly. We don't quite know what was going on other than the temple was being attacked. Lots of fighters here though, so maybe we might learn more about who they are. Let's make sure we pick everything up first. There are some lost pages here as a discovery point as well. What we need to do. My guess is we need to go and speak to this guy. I think this will be the fatherless monk. Potentially.
I didn't think anyone would come.
You expected reinforcements?
Only half-heartedly. When my father called for aid, thousands would come.
We didn't know he called for aid, to be fair.
And not a soul replies, except you.
We didn't get a letter.
Naue, it wasn't a letter that brought me here. More an instinct.
No matter what brought you here, your help was needed. Our home, Honganji, has been reduced to ashes. 10 years we struggled against Oda Nobunaga. My father finally signed a peace treaty and retreated. Took most of his followers with him.
So all you see here is all who are left.
Our precious Honganji and the Lord Daimyo orders Hashima Hideyoshi to build a castle in its place, on our land. I wouldn't give up. And for that, I am disowned. I will never stop fighting Oda Nobunaga.
Are we going to get him to join our group, are we?
My home to the ground too.
So that's what brought you here?
No. I made a promise to my father to retrieve a box that was stolen by one of his murderers.
A father's wish is a powerful thing. Disobeying mine cost me everything.
My father cut the ear off one of the men. I was told he might be near Sakai, so I found you.
One ear, eh? When Oda Nobunaga took over, he put one of his most savage dogs in charge. Wada Koretake. Many call him the One-Ear Demon.
There we go, that's the person we're after.
It's him. Only demons would do what they did to my father.
Immoral to his core. He pillages, destroys our relics, burns our temples. These are objects, yes.
they are symbols of our teachers. 500 years of history, desecrated by a one-eared madman.
Then let's find him.
He is hard to track. The only evidence he leaves behind are corpses. Burned, beheaded, or both. But with you, maybe my fortune is turning.
I caught this one running back to his master.
Will he actually give up his master, though? That's the question. That'll be a no. You meant to ask him questions first.
Could have used him.
What? Koretake's worms would rather die than talk.
Why is the sword your first response?
Now, this is Yaya. Fought for my father in the war. Abandoned me like he did.
Not true. You called for help?
I wonder if they're going to join our hideout in the end.
I want to join you two to find Wada Koretake.
Not another corrupted for Kyonyo's hopeless cause.
My father taught me that as long as we are breathing, there is hope.
It's good to see some people still listen to their fathers.
You wound me.
You both seem steadfast on your path of destruction. I heard one of Koretake's men speak of the chief executioner, Nanatsumatsu. He may know where to find Koretake. But I know the place. No one visits and returns the same. Especially not a lone guard.
So it's not a nice place then.
You didn't see her fight. She'll be fine. Still, we'll need allies. Find Mitsumune at Nunobiki Falls. He leads the last survivors of Honganji, who have formed an Ikki.
I will go to them. Thank you.
There's a farmhouse near the river. Meet me there when you're done.
Trophy achieved, the warrior monk. We gained some robes as well from that, and a letter that we've got to present by the sounds of things. Multiple quest lines have now opened up as well to do with this. We haven't spent that mastery point yet, I've also just remembered. Also, I will say secondary weapons really suit her. Probably better than the katana, to be fair. We do need to find the lost page here for the knowledge point while we're here. In terms of objectives, let's have a look. So we now know who he is. His name is Wada Koretake, the brutal samurai pledged to Oda Nobunaga to wipe out the last of the Ikki resistance and Setsu. 2 missions to do: kill the executioner and find Mitsume. They'll both need doing, but we need allies to help defeat him. So we'll go and find Mitsume first, and then afterwards we'll go and find the executioner. Seems to be the right way of doing it. What did we pick up? Oh, the new armor. So we've got brand new armor, but the shrouded shinobi robes do 20% damage at night. That's pretty cool. We gain more health. Vulnerable damage goes up. Damage to tools goes up, and critical damage is now there as well. And they're uncommon. So we actually are seeing a difference in weapons and stuff in terms of common and uncommon. So we'll swap to the shrouded shinobi robes as a new armor. Mastery point we haven't spent. We better have a look at this while we're here. Tanto is obviously new Tanto skills now because we've now got a Tanto. Let's have a look what we can gain. Shadow Piercer, which is an ability. 5 mastery points needed for that. Wow. Leap Strike while holding press O and direction. Or a Gap Seeker, increase armor piercing. To be fair, I'm liking the skills because they're quite easy to add and use. So let's take the Leap Strike as our new skill to do with the Tanto. Hang on, have I got 3 mastery points? I think we've got 3 mastery points. Yeah, we have. Okay, so we've got the Leap Strike. We still have 2 points left to spend. So we now have a new skill for the Tanto. Assassin-wise, I think we take the door one. We've been waiting to take the door one. That's going to cost us 2. But I do like the idea of being able to assassinate through a doorway. There we go. So while we're here, we want to pick up the 2 lost pages to get the knowledge point, and then we will. Where are we heading to next then for this mission? Where is this mission actually? I can't see where it's taken us. Here's in. Oh, because it won't tell us. We've got to find it. Here's in Izumi Setsu. Here's north of Amagasaki, which is a place we've not found yet. The camps and Nunobiki Falls. So that's all places we've not found. So trying to find this person is going to be interesting. Maybe we head to the viewpoint after we've done the temple. And hopefully that'll give us some idea of where he possibly could be. Because we're playing without guided exploration, we have to actually find the places ourselves. It doesn't automatically tell us where we need to go. Izumi Setsu, though, is this whole area. That's all it tells us. In terms of Amagasaki, I don't recognise the name, so I don't think we've been anywhere near there yet. So yeah, we're going to have to try and figure out where to go ourselves. Well, the exclamation mark where... That's a different place. That's different there. I didn't see an exclamation mark. But yeah, I think if we go and get that done afterwards, that opens up this whole bit down here. What was this here? That was a temple. Obviously, we've got this bit to have a look at as well. Maybe that's where we need to be going. Is that location there? So we'll do this first. We'll go that viewpoint, see if there's anything here to look at, and then we'll head over here possibly. We could send a scout and dispatch. Let's dispatch a scout back there. In fact, I don't think it told us anything, to be fair. I wondered if it would, but it doesn't seem to. Just up from the question mark. Where are you looking? Oh, that's a new quest to go and pick up. So that's a random quest from a random person we haven't met yet. And that's one of the contracts we still need to do. So yeah, so anything with the exclamation mark, they are missions that we haven't picked up yet, but we may have heard rumours about by helping people. We've got a few up north over here. At the castle, there's a couple of things over here to do as well. The butterfly collector, there's a rumour, port traders there as well. There's all people we spoke to at some point, and they've given us information, essentially. But yeah, secondary weapon I'm fine was actually a lot better than primary, to be honest. Just because the speed involved was so good. Right, we're looking for lost pages. One is up there. I'm hoping they don't mind us climbing on their temple. We need 2 of these. And then once we've got that actually leaves us just 1 discovery point needed for an upgrade to skills as well. Right, where's our next page? Into observe mode, down there. There we go. And that'll be a knowledge point gained for the temple itself. We need 1 more knowledge point now, and then we can upgrade all the skills to tier 2. Or we'll be able to have the option to gain tier 2 skills. Tier 2 skills, essentially. Right, I don't think there's anything else to pick up here. Can't sense anything by doing the observation. So I think that is us done here. So let's head to the viewpoint, and hopefully that will open more things up. And then we probably have to head this way, I think. Because obviously we don't know where Amagasaki is, or the falls. I should be able to get out this way. You never know what you find on the way. You can always find missions when you're out and about as well, that's the thing. Don't know how easy it's going to be to climb up there, to be fair. We also don't know what the viewpoint actually itself is. It could be anything. It could be a building. It could be a tree. While it's green, I think we can climb. While it goes to mud is when we're going to slide. Okay, so it's just ahead of us. It's there. There it is. There's a pathway as well, it seems. Although the pathway kind of stops. Although that's an easy way of doing it. Use a grappling hook. Oh, it's the one above us. I thought we was already there, but it's not. It's the one above. Is there anything here? This is an old building that's been burnt down by the looks of it, or destroyed. Oh, there's gold there. There's a chest over here. Calligraphy set, decorative items. So they're the kind of things that you can put around the hideout, isn't it? Placed on the shelves and things. So we've gained a calligraphy set to use in a hideout. Okay. The viewpoint is. The views are outstanding, they really are. Okay, we got anything to our left because that's where we want to be looking first. Doesn't look like there is. Another viewpoint over there. There's an undiscovered location. The falls to me would be a waterfall of sorts. Undiscovered location down there, which isn't too far away to be fair. Nothing showing up over there though, which was kind of my thinking. Okay, let's have a look at the map. Now the map will update because of what we've observed. There we go. So there is a undiscovered location there. My guess is the falls will be... It's going to be a waterfall, isn't it, somewhere? And if there's got to be somewhere where the water comes down. So it could be over this way, to be fair. Thinking about that. That's a shrine there. It could be around here for all we know. It's a higher area, potentially. We've got a question mark undiscovered location over here, though, so that's where we should head next, I think. While we're trying to find out where this is. I was trying to observe to the left just in case there was anything this way, but nothing's showing up. Okay, we've got water to jump into down here, I think. Although, this is kind of like a waterfall here, isn't it? I wonder if this is the place. This is the undiscovered location. Ah, no, they're enemies there. Maybe not, because they're enemies. I think that's an enemy camp. There we go. Mount Congo Retreat. Wealth is low. So I'm not sure if we take these places down. I don't then know if they become white. We haven't done one yet. I think it's worth having a look and see if we can take this place down. Because if they become white and friendly, that's good. obviously we need to do this discreetly, otherwise we're in a bit of trouble. So what have we got? I think, is it just 3 people? I don't know how many kunai I've got actually, to be fair. Which could pose a problem. Another person over there.
This place is hostile. Best to go unnoticed.
Yeah, definitely best to go unnoticed. Okay, we've got a couple of people here together, plus that guy there. That's going to be a problem. I've only got 1 kunai as well to throw. Big guy over there. There's something gold over there. Let's head that way for a minute. Obviously, oh, hang on. What are the barrels? There's barrels showing up on there, but I don't know what. I think it must be the wealth, maybe. Below us here, there's a barrel, but I don't know what it is. Some valuables, some iron sand, and some hemp cloth, and some mon as well. So the barrels must be the wealth, I think. I don't think we're ready to take on the whole place just on our own, to be fair. I don't know how well we'd survive this, that's the only thing. I kind of want to give it a go to see how we do, but I don't know. Also, so we can see if it actually changes. Wait, is he on his own there? He is, I think. So we can take that guy down with a kunai and then we retrieve it. We have to move the body though, so the big guy doesn't see. Be the way to do it, I think. Big guy's coming back. I think let the big guy walk away. We take that guy down with kunai. We then move his body down the back of the building and go from there. Could be exploding barrels, to be fair. Yeah, I don't fancy trying to take on the elite just yet. Our kunai won't damage him enough. And an assassination we've seen before don't actually always work on him. Okay. Oh, is he... Okay, he turned round at the wrong time there. Potentially, he's coming to investigate. Which wasn't my plan, to be honest.
Killed not long ago.
Yeah, he knows we've taken someone down. He's now looking around. So an assassination will take out quite a lot of his health, but not all of it. Left him vulnerable. There we go. Got to find that dodge right to make him vulnerable. Need to get that armour off. Of course, that. Oh, he threw it. He's thrown his weapon. Armor's off. We got him. We've got a new Tanto of wounding. We need to have a look at it. It's a common Tanto. Right, kunai back here as well. Let's go inside. There's some stuff in here to grab. Another Tanto, level 9. Definitely the changing weapon to the Tanto, definitely completely different. But it does work really nicely. Right, nothing else there to pick up. What's down here? I said we wanted to at least find out if we could take this down. As I say, we may not be 100% ready. Right, two people there together. I need more kunai, to be fair. Saying that though, is there any gold here to pick up? Yeah, just there. And there's some down here as well. I could maybe draw someone out, maybe. Oh, there's him there as well. Be quick and deadly, maybe. The sharpshooter is the one we really do need to be careful of. I don't think I can get a headshot, take him down. No. See if we can move round to him. There we go. Don't think we can do a double assassination. Otherwise, well, we'll see if we can. I don't think it'll allow us to. Definitely easier to take those guys down than it is the elites. Okay, more kunai, that's what we needed. Rations as well, refilled. Spices that we can sell. More kunai. That's half of this place taken care of. Okay, we've got a guy over here. I think he's on his own though. He is. Wow, we're getting new weapons and stuff. We haven't actually looked at what we've already got. Let's have a quick look at what we've got then. So, we've got new katanas. Our current one is a katana of wounding. We've just picked this one up. There's less weapon DPS. We gain posture DPS, ability damage, and adrenaline gain. We lose bleeding. We lose the bleeding though. I think we'll stick to what we've got. We're not currently using katana. We've been using the tanto a little bit. Tanto, let's have a look. This is our current one, Shinobi's Fury. We can't do that one, it's a level 9, so I have to hold off. The level 7 one here, the bleed build up will gain, and I think we lose the vulnerable damage for bleed. Down, there's no point changing, looking at the difference. The weapon damage is less, the posture is less, ability damage is less. Other than bleeding, it's not worth changing, I don't think. That was all we've picked up so far then, by the looks of things. Okay, which bit's next? So this left-hand side is now done, I believe. So the next bit is the main part. Nothing there. Okay, what do we got? We've got an elite there. Which obviously we've got to be careful of. He's kind of guarding the entrance, isn't he, by the looks of things? Yeah, I can't take him down in one. Assassination might work though, because he's unarmoured. So an assassination might be better there. Let's see if we can work round a little bit. Okay, we've got a sharpshooter over there to be wary of. A couple of people over there. Forgot to go prone. I was meant to go prone there to avoid being seen. Can we get close to the sharpshooter this way? Right, it's 3 people together here, which could cause us a problem if seen. With the sharpshooter, we probably pull towards us. With a whistle. Or maybe not. Go down. Okay, I think kunai on one and then run and take down the other. There we go. Right, there's gold in this building here. Obviously I don't want to get seen going in. So I don't think it will, to be fair. From where the others are. Rations refilled, gold box. More silk, more heaven cloth, more mon. I think we're close to getting everyone down here. The last bit is over there. Gap in here. Right, obviously the big guy's there. That's someone we're going to be aware of. We've got someone there as well. And I don't know what these barrels are. Well, I'm sure we'll find out in a minute. If it's just those 2, then that shouldn't be too bad. Okay, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do an assassination on the big guy. If we get, we'll see if it works. Okay, won't take the full health back down, I don't think. It's red, which generally means no. There you go, he blocked it. That's what happens when we try and do it that way. Come on, me and you. We're going to try and dodge at the right time to get him to a vulnerable state if we can. Vulnerable. There we go. Once we get him vulnerable, it's so much easier to take him down. Right, what have we got? These are so we can call the scouts in to take them back for us. That's what the barrels are. So the scouts will come and grab them for us. Although I don't think I've got enough scouts for any more, no. So at some point they'll come and grab those. There was something over here. Valuables to sell as well. Is that? So in theory then, we've cleared this whole retreat out of enemies. I don't think there's anyone left. We've taken all the good stuff. We've got scouts coming in to grab some more resources from them. Definitely nothing left, but I reckon it stays. Does it go white or does it stay red? No, it just stays red. So I think there may be there places to keep going back to if you need more resources. Essentially, that's my only thinking. Because I don't quite understand why it's not changing colour, if that's the case. Same as this one here. We know there's loads of stuff to pick up in there, so I'm not too sure why they stay that colour. But you can't seem to be able to change that for them either. So yeah, that's something we've got to think about. So we're trying to still find Mitsumune. We don't know where we've got to go for him. The next thing to try is over here. Undiscovered location, I think. We've got a mission to pick up there as well. Contract over there. I suppose it makes sense for us to head north at this point. The only other place they could be is down here. But I don't know. So let's head over to here to the undiscovered location next. That makes the most sense. While we still don't quite know where we're going to find this guy. All we know is in here somewhere. North. Oh, hang on. In fact, that's the place. Oh, so he's okay. So he actually is north of here. So that's Amagasaki. So that is where we're meant to be going to find this Mitsumune next. So we do need to head north. So what we'll do then, we'll head to this unknown location. We'll do this out to pasture mission there. Contract over here. And then we keep heading this way. We've got a temple to do over here. And yeah, we're heading to here, essentially, and then north. I didn't see that there, to be fair. But yeah, on the way there, we may as well clear what we can. Ghetto, good morning, how are you? Yeah, maybe we haven't been able to take all the items, maybe. I don't know. I thought it would have gone red, I was hoping it would go white and then new people would move in. But it doesn't seem that's the way. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you. Right, we'll give it a quick save now. We've defeated all the enemies here. And then we'll head north, clearing of things on the way as we go. I think that's a good plan. Well, I feel like I'm definitely getting better with her in combat when it is one-on-one. But it's still not ideal. The idea is you're not meant to get into that situation as much with her, are you? And I think I definitely prefer using the Tanto as a weapon. Right, let's get through the forest and see if we can get where we're going. Unless we run into trouble and can't progress, but I think we should better get through the forest maybe to where we're going next. Stay off the main road so we don't get spotted. It was weird in the town of Sake where we were seen just walking and then people came after us. Not too sure why that happens. We must be known, maybe? I don't know. But we'll see what this is over here. And then there is a couple of missions nearby, including a contract as well. What have we found? Okay, it's whatever that is there. I take it there's nothing here. Observe for a minute. Something down there, it seems. Yeah, not sure. I think it's a safe place. It seems to be okay. Somebody crashed their computer in their live stream today. Okay, fair enough. I get it. You're here for as long as you're here. It doesn't matter. Makes no odds. Okay, what is this place? Strange, it's not told us what it is. We've leveled up to level 8. Old Kofun. We gained a mastery point as well. Didn't tell us what this is. Oh, here we go. Find and loot the chest. This gives us a discovery point, which is we need to upgrade our skills. I don't know what this place is other than it just says Old Kofun, whatever that is. So we've leveled up to level 8 though as well. It does give us a mastery point. We'll spend it once we've got discovery because that gives us more options. Right. The only annoying thing with this is I've got no light. Can't see anything. And all we know is that there's a chest down there somewhere to find. I can't see anything. I don't know if I'm just meant to drop down. I hate not being able to see anything. Well, the gold's there. Okay, hang on, we've got some light now. I'm guessing this must be somewhere that people prayed. I think. What's that there? Light up, there we go. So we gained a new hood. That didn't complete this though, did it? There's more to this than just that. Isn't there? That looks like it's going to fall down in a minute. There's something through there. What else have we got here? Light this up as well. There's something more to this. I was reacting to some... You was reacting and then they crashed their computer, did they? Right, let's crawl through here. It looks like it's like a little maze that we've got to work our way around. We can light up different bits. What's that? I think we light up as we go makes the most sense. Dark tunnels. I'm waiting for something to come out and attack us. That's the thing. An animal or something. Or a trap, essentially. What have we got here? Yeah, I think this is an old... Is it... are they coffins, though? It's either somewhere they came to pray, or somewhere where they came to think about loved ones, maybe. And I think we just need to work our way through it. Although we're going a long way down. What just happened there? Well, they obviously didn't do it on purpose, Ghetto. It could just be a game crash or a computer crash. It does happen. Doesn't mean it's on purpose. You're a massive animal, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Something. Okay, we can go up to... Oh, we've got to swing across then, don't we? Just seems, yeah, it's just too quiet. I don't like it when it's like this. Always waiting for something to happen. Right, chest there, hemp cloth and mon. Don't change the music now. Right, something white there. Gold that way. Does that mean we missed something, or is that in this big... There's a big room here. Is that under the water? No, we can't get through that way then. Thought for a minute there was an underwater passage we had to go by. Oh no, there was an underwater passage. I think. No? No underwater passage. I think that... I think there is an underwater passage, but I don't think we found it there. It's there. There we go. I was heading towards the white thing, but I don't think that's what we need to head towards. It was this underwater passage. I think we do need to get to the white thing, because that will give us the information we're after, but... Right, it's gold there, supposedly. That's what's making me think we need to get that. That's information, essentially, isn't it? I mean, there's something in this water here. There is. Loot the chest. More silk, more hemp cloth, more mon. And then I think we have to swing across anyway here. I think we are progressing through it. I don't know if we're going the right way or not, but we're progressing through it. It's just all a bit waiting for something that's bad to happen. And if there's only one way to go, we should be able to collect everything, unless we miss the turning somewhere. Anthony, good up. Put my teeth back in. Sorry about that. Anthony, good morning. How are you? Sorry, no worries. There's no such thing as being late, Anthony. I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad. Yeah, no such thing as being late. Not to streams or anything, anyway. Right, there's a hole there. That white thing is there. Is that in this room? No. There's no other way to go, is there? Just checking every other option just in case. Okay, crawling again. We did unlock to... I just had a thought, and I'm not going to... Hang on. We unlocked a skill, didn't we, for the Tanto? And I was trying to use it. I think I've just got... It was not one of the ones that goes in your skill bit. So you have to remember this. So while holding R2, press circle to leap to... Okay. I was trying to do that on the big guy, but I couldn't remember the button combination. I should have thought all the time. I don't know why it just popped in on mine. To remember what the button combination is for that one. I'm also thinking in case we meet something bad in a minute. I need to know the button combination. We also need to check what the damage difference is between Katana and a Tanto. Because yes, the Tanto seems to work better. What's the damage difference? Right, we're not missing anything here, are we? Not by the looks of it. Okay. I'm still waiting for something bad to happen. It can't all just be wandering. Oh, the white thing I think is in here, the information point. It can't just all be wandering around to collect stuff, surely. Although it could be. There's a hole there, which I'm guessing will get us through to over there. Information point there. Acrobatics trophy achieved. I'm guessing that's for falling into water after doing that, maybe. Okay, no, can't climb up there. Oh, she's standing there, though. There you go. Can we climb up? It's weird. There we go, we're up. Okay, that's a fancy looking chest, isn't it?
Time to go.
Trophy achieved, Kofun Raider. We've gained a trinket, a legendary trinket as well there. Knowledge point that we need to upgrade our knowledge level. And 2000 XP. So I think it was a case of just trying to get through and do what we can. A piece of equipment that comes with a powerful perk. We've obtained a trinket for the first time. So trinkets are here. We haven't. This is the first one we found. For Western games, you can ride a horse. So that you could ride a horse in a lot of the Assassin's Creed games as well. You could ride camels as well, and big boars. So there's loads of different things you can ride. So it's not different at all. So this is a trinket. Amaterasu. I can't say that. Amaterasu's blessing. Health. Adrenaline, critical chance, 10% damage per unused ability slot. Okay. Well, we'll equip it. It goes on, it's a little wooden thing on the back there. As we haven't got any others, we'll equip that one. We also gained another hood while we was down here. It's level 8, which is our current level. So it's better than our current one. Takes a health up, critical chance goes up, and adrenaline gain goes up, and also one health segment removed on Rush Assassinate. I don't think we've got a Rush Assassinate yet. So we can equip that as a new hood. Mastery, we've now done what we needed for knowledge rank number 2. So we've now gained another level of skills. We need 9 more knowledge points to gain at next rank. But if we look at the katana, we've gained these level 2 ones we can now have as skills. Affliction effectiveness. And a dodge attacks during 10% of the adrenaline chunk on hit. What does we get here? So we've been using the Tanto just because I think it works nicely. Backstabber, we can increase damage from behind by 2%. We need another mastery point for this, but we're holding R1, press circle from a strike and backward dodge. Shadow Barrage. The way will automatically perform a quick evade before getting hit, lasting 20 seconds up to 7 hits. Oh wow, that's 4 mastery points. So she'll automatically perform a quick evade up to 7 times. That's quite cool. Backstab, light posture attacks that hit an enemy's back trigger weak point attacks. They're very expensive though, these skills. Yeah, Crazy Irishman said it best. Yeah, no worries. Have a good day, Ghetto, and have a good sleep. I'm sure we'll speak to you soon. Thank you, Ghetto. Assassin level 2 skills. What do we got here? Assassination damage 1. Double assassination. We wanted that, didn't we? Double assassination. We need 3 mastery points for that. To me, this is telling us we need to save points. Think what you want to use, what suits your playstyle, and save points for that. Because a double assassination there would be really handy. We need 2 more points. Improved ground assassination. And Nightcrawler. Increased damage during the night by 2%. Yeah, I think the double assassination may be something we save for. What else have we gained? Shinobi. We've got Grab Assassinate. So after grabbing an enemy, we can move them and then press R1 to assassinate. While using grappling hook, we can climb quicker. Press circle quickly after deflecting an attack to jump over an enemy. It's quite cool. And a roll. Press circle before hitting the ground to reduce full damage. And then last but not least, tools. What have we gained here? Shuriken. So we can then start using shurikens. Kunai assassination damage can go up. Smoke bomb has its duration increased. Shinobi bell. Bells are distract nearby enemies. And larger tool bags so we can carry more tools. Do you know what? I think we're going to save points. I think what we do is we save up for the double assassination. So we need 2 more mastery points for that. I think that's probably the best option at this point for us. Okay, so now we know that there's something we need to grab there. I think there's a way out that way, but also in the water over here, we saw a hole that goes through that potentially is that there. Where's the hole? There it is. This may take us a completely different direction, I don't know. But it seemed to fit. We haven't been this way because we haven't lit anything up. Oh, it's another way round to there. Okay. That didn't do what I wanted it to do at all. Yeah, so that didn't take us to where the gold is. That just took us round in a circle. At least we know now. It does mean we may miss whatever that gold is, because I don't know how we get to it, unless it's going to come round on us, maybe. We'll follow this out and see where it takes us. I hate not being able to see things properly. Even lighting up the little bits doesn't really help massively. Okay, there is a gold item over there, but it's not that way then by the looks of things. If we miss something, we miss something. Not the end of the world. I'd rather try and grab everything we can. Anything else in here? There's a pathway up there. There's exploding barrels there as well. So they explode. I think we hit those. That's going to have an opening there, isn't it? We can. I think we can. Oh, area not available yet. That's interesting. So that area there just says not available yet. I thought we'd be able to Yeah, not available. Okay. We need to blow these up to get through out that way. And that takes us back to the beginning by the looks of things. That's where we came in? It was where we came in, wasn't it? Yeah. Which way did we come in then? I thought this was the way we came in. I think it is actually. Up here. And I think we'll get to the opening door. Yeah, there we go. Squeeze through the gap. It's night time now outside. So very interesting place. Strange that there's something not there yet. It is ticked off as cleared, as we've got the treasure that was there. But yeah, interesting that there's something there that's not accessible. Unless maybe the inaccessible part isn't for her. Maybe that's for Yasuke. And that's why it's not there yet, maybe. I don't know. It's interesting. Okay, we've got a side quest over here out to pasture. We'll have a look at that on the next one then. We are trying to head north as much as possible, as we've got to try and get all the way over here. But on the way, we may as well do objectives and things. So yeah, we'll go to do the out to pasture. We've got a contract here to do as well. Which maybe worth doing. We've not done a contract yet, so that'll be our first one essentially. And then we head through that way. So we'll go and see what this mission is out to pasture. We've obviously picked this up at some point. There was one gold icon under there we didn't pick up. So we did miss something, but... Oh, there's something there, though. Will that tell us about what this is? Yeah, this will tell us what a Kofun actually is, then. Because I didn't quite understand what they were, but now this tells us. So a Kofun, or ancient burial mounds... Ah, we did say that could be a burial mound. Are large tombs of various shapes that emerged in ancient Japan during the 3rd century AD. Yeah, I think maybe the other person, potentially Crazy Irishman. These tombs, which persist until the late 7th to early 8th century, disappeared with the advent of the ancient state. Over the centuries, there was a notable trend towards gigantism, particularly with keyhole-shaped tombs. These monumental structures are distributed throughout the Japanese archipelago, with the most imposing examples concentrated in the Kinei region. In the 18th and 19th centuries, the largest Kofun were believed to be the tombs of ancient emperors or their close relatives, as recorded in ancient chronicles. The sarcophagus within a Kofun is placed in a cavity that may be either accessible or hermetically sealed. Hermetically sealed means air sealed, doesn't it not? Something like that, I think. Excavations of these tombs have uncovered a variety of artifacts, including jewellery, weapons, bronze mirrors, and Suki-type pottery. From the 5th century onwards, horse harnesses were also found. Additionally, Haniwa clay cylinders topped with various objects, such as weapons, helmets and swords, boats, animals, horses and dogs, and human figures, warriors, musicians, are commonly associated with these tombs. Fragments of broken pottery suggest liberation rituals were performed at the time of burial. That's not liberation, it's libation rituals. Furthermore, murals often depicting the sun in the form of spirals adorn the walls of some of these tombs. So it's a giant tomb, essentially, then, wasn't it? At least we know what it is now. I was curious to see what it was, to be fair. I do find that kind of information interesting. There's a soldier there. We've already been hunted before by soldiers for no particular reason. So I think in some ways we need to stay away from soldiers, because they do seem to react to our presence. Right, let's go and find out what this mission is. This, I think, came from a rumour after saving someone. I think was where this mission came from. Let's go and find out what it is and what they need from us. Because that's a bit of fall there, to be fair. There we go. Obviously, I'm hoping we're safe here. We don't know if there's going to be enemies around. Where's the person we need to see? There he is. Let's go and see what he needs from us.
You there! Excuse me!
There's nothing to pick up. There's something there, but I don't know if that's part of his estate or it's part of the Kofun that we missed. Yeah, is it airtight seal, is that? I did think he was something like that, to be fair. Right, let's speak to this guy and see what he needs from us.
I thank you for stopping. Not many linger with the bandit presence here.
They've been causing you trouble?
Trouble for everyone. I see most of what goes on here while grazing my animals. Things going missing in the night. People stalked. Animals butchered. What if I'm next?
I'll keep an eye out for the bandits here. And stop them if it comes to that.
I would be grateful. We all would.
Okay. We're fighting bandits, aren't we? We've got to highlight the quest in objectives so we know what we've got to do. We'll come back to the one we're heading towards in a minute. It's over here, this one. The people of Setsu. Worried farm. Oh, there's 3 parts of this, actually. Killed the bandits in Setsu times 25. Kill 50 bandits. Kill 100 bandits. Okay. So this can be done at any time, but we've got to kill bandits in Setsu. And Setsu covers what kind of area? In all of it. So any bandits in the whole of Setsu will hopefully count towards that mission, which is quite cool. So we can do that any time on the way to different places. We do have a contract here. This is one we haven't done a contract yet, so I think it's worth a look. We're going to steal the supplies. We'll track that for the time being. We'll head there next, and then from there we're going to try and head across here. Either that or we go and get a boat and travel by boat. I don't know, but that's where we're heading, over that way for the main story mission. So let's go and do our first contract. Hopefully they're bandits, because if they are, we can kill them, and I hope that helps with that one. Might as well do more than one thing at once. That's why it's nice picking up every mission you can, because then you can do things as you go, kind of thing. Okay, we needed to stay nighttime while we get to this place, because night will just work in our favour. Not a massive fan of the main roads, just in case there are soldiers around, but don't really have much choice here. Oh, that's a little boat on the river there. Right, we're nearly there. I'm guessing this will be a little camp we've got to try and get into and take out the loot. Near animals. Got the camp there. Okay, I think it is a little camp to deal with. Right, we got one guy there, one guy there. Obviously we don't want to be seen if we can avoid it. And we just need to loot them, it seems. So we just need to grab whatever the blue bits there is basically what we need to grab. There's 3 of them stood in the middle there, annoyingly, and one looks quite tough. Okay, I'm not going to have to draw them out, I don't think, at this point. I wonder if we can go round. There might be a gap to get in, maybe. Although they're all looking towards where that loot is, aren't they?
Best if I remain unseen.
Absolutely remain unseen. Oh wow, okay. So that must be their leader by the looks of things, and I need to loot that stuff without being seen, essentially. And they're all looking this way. Of course they're all looking this way. Do you know what I might do? Smoke bomb. And then try and grab it there. That would help us remain unseen, wouldn't it? And we haven't used the smoke bomb yet. I can't use it while laying down, I bet, can I? If this goes badly wrong, we're running.
What is going on here?
We got it. See you later. Into the forest. That's contract complete. We just needed to loot it and we did it. I know there was other stuff we probably could have looted from there, but the whole point is to stay alive. And that actually worked out really well. That's contract complete. We gained a load of supplies for that and XP. That worked out really well in the end, didn't it? Right, we've got another question mark here that we've not been to. That's undiscovered location. So that's our next kind of port of call. We have been to the shrine over there before. So let's head that way. There might be other things we find on the way that will clear. Although we have been this kind of route before, I think. That was a nice easy contract to clear. I'm just wondering if there's a quicker way to do this, actually. I wonder if we fast travel back to Sake, we can have a look at what that is at the same time and then across that way. Because we have travelled this path already. I know, in fact, because we've travelled this path, let's ride for the first time. We've not really ridden much because I always find if you ride, you miss things. But actually, if we've already travelled this road already, there's no point, you know, not taking advantage of some speed because we've already seen things here. We're not going to miss anything, essentially. Right. We want to head to this shrine here, essentially. I don't know what we have to do there. It looks like it's something important. So past here. And it's the next left-hand turn, essentially. Yeah, we don't ride very often, but when it's somewhere we've already been and done, we may as well. Okay. So there's a shrine here. I think this is just one we have to bow to, and we gain something for a limited amount of time, isn't it? Yeah, we make an offering. I don't know if they just stay on the map all the time. Or do we have to make an offering and then they disappear, maybe? Yeah, okay. So they're like a collectible, aren't they? You make an offering, they then disappear. Yeah, it's like a collectible. So we haven't been this way before, hence why we're not on horseback. I'm hoping the guards don't recognise us and do anything, but we have had a bit of trouble recently about that, so we'll see what happens. So over the bridge we go, looking like a normal person. There's something over there to do by the looks of it. What is that? What we're looking for is over there, but there's something here. These are stables. There's a person. Is that a person to talk to? Or is that something else? No, what's that? Oh, it's a butterfly. Okay, so there's a butterfly here pinned to a tree. We've heard a rumour over here of a lady that collects. She's hidden a series of colourful origami butterflies around West Osaka. So I think you've got to find all these butterflies. It's again a collectible. And we haven't actually spoke to her yet, so it's just a rumour we know about. But if we collect them and then meet her, it's not the end of the world, is it? So we'll pick up this origami butterfly.
An origami butterfly. I'll hold on to this.
Yeah, I think that will be useful when we finally speak to her. Right, what do we got? There is a load of treasure around. So there's guards here. Are they going to react to us like other ones have previously? That's the question. Act normal, walk normal, no running. They didn't seem to react, so I don't quite know why some guards are reacting to us and others aren't. Unless it is the running, maybe. Okay, there's now new question marks showing up here. This is another town, I would assume. Okay, Fisherman's District is what we've just discovered. Another red area. And there's one over there as well. So there's going to be treasures to gain if you wanted to. Lots of loot. But downside to that is enemies. So we'll stay away for the minute. Although we probably could get away with quite a lot of it, I think. Let's not tempt ourselves too much and get ourselves killed. Temple of Osaka. Okay, there is something to do here, I think. This is a temple. There is something white over that left-hand side. Or blue. What's this? Another butterfly.
There's another butterfly.
There we go, it's two. I don't know how many there's in total. Until we find the lady, we don't know. So we've discovered Osaka Karaga, I think this place is called. Okay, so it's another place we can unlock as a fast travel point for us. It will cost us 800 mon to do so. We've got enough. We've got double that. So these are all going to be hideouts essentially that we can come back to when we need to come to these areas. So I think it's worth doing while we can afford to, as it gives us these closer points of access to these towns. So we'll do Osaka. We'll do that one. And we'll head there and just have a look. I don't think there's any real difference. We may get the new contracts potentially that we can do on the way to where we're heading. But at least it gives us a point of access to each town essentially on our way through. This is ours. So we've got storage. We've got... I don't know how much we can carry on us. That's the thing. Contracts. So are these new contracts? No, they're the same ones still. I think it's because we're still in the same area, aren't we? Refill supplies. So we gain the smoke bomb back. I don't know if these places improve over time or not, to be fair. Okay, well that's done. Osaka Castle potentially is the next point of call. I think it's the nearest thing to us. We are trying to get over here for the main story. Yeah, I think it's having a HQ in different areas, isn't it? So the main story is telling us to go here to look for this guy. On the way, we may as well go and unlock the castle. I don't know whether we're allowed in there or not, but if we can grab the viewpoint, I think that would be helpful. And we haven't been there before. So all this is opening new things on the map. I don't think we're missing out by... We're trying to look around as much as we can. Guard post up there. There is a gold thing up there. I would guess, though, we're not welcome. What's that there? Is that one of the ones... Ah, hang on. This is one of the ones we can scan, I think. Don't want to get too close to them guys over there. There we go. Japanese maple. So this is a codex entry. We've just picked up Japanese maple. Medieval Japan was largely forested, with about 75% of the country covered in forest. Various species of trees can be found, such as Japanese beech, katsura, Japanese hornbeam, Japanese cherry, and Japanese maple. Contrary to what one might think, some trees in Japan retain their bright red leaves all year round. A notable example of this is the Acer palmatum, commonly known as a Japanese maple. Although many associate spectacular foliage with autumn, some varieties of this tree display red leaves in all seasons, adding a timeless touch of beauty to the gardens and landscape. There we go. So yeah, the watchtower does have something to go and loot from the top, but I'm guessing guards, which we don't really want to mess with at this point. We probably, like I say, we probably could fight our way through, gain what we need to. Thank you for the like, but much appreciated. Shoot the gamer, good morning. How are you? We could probably gain quite a bit from taking them on, but the other side of that, we could just get ourselves killed over and over again. Why does this look quite fortified? So this is part of the castle. I was going to say, it looks really fortified. It's all part of the castle. I don't know if I'm allowed in or we sneak in. I don't know which way this works with the castle. Although there's lots of opportunities to get inside by the looks of things. But yeah, it hasn't come up to say we're not welcome. Normally it would, you'd notice a yellow bar come up. And it hasn't done that. So we are allowed here, but there are lots of guards. There's a couple of points that we are. So there's something over that way. Obviously we want to get to the viewpoint if we can. I think that would be really useful. Undiscovered location there. But this is the outer perimeter, it seems. There is an inner perimeter. Are we allowed in is the question.
Come, answer my riddle and earn yourself some more.
This guy's talking to us. Answer ourselves a riddle. Thank you for the like, much appreciated. Going blade swinging. If we weren't the character we are, then yes. I think we'd get destroyed very quickly. Although we have got better at fighting with her, to be fair. Right, let's see what this guy wants.
So, will you answer my riddle?
Depends what the riddle is.
But what if your guess is wrong? You must wager man of your own. Winner takes all.
Must we? Okay, let's make a wager.
I'll pay, but it better be good.
It's going to be tricky. It's going to be a trick question, isn't it?
I am sucked in from the bottom and let out from the mouth. What am I?
What? Okay, so the riddle is... where's the riddle? I am sucked in from the bottom and let out from the mouth. What am I? Sucked in from the bottom and let out from the mouth. And our answers is a burp, tobacco smoke, evil spirit. It's not a burp, is it? Burp is let out of the mouth, but it's not coming in from the back. It's not coming in from the bottom. Tobacco smoke, you take in through your mouth and out through your mouth. Surely it's evil spirit. I think if anyone else has got any ideas, I think it's evil spirit. You do smoke from the butt of a cigarette. That's true. Yeah, that's not... But did they have cigarettes back in this time, though, or was there more pipes? And would the bottom of a pipe be called the butt, essentially? They all come out the mouth. We know that. It's what comes in the bottom. What is the wording on that? I still think this is a trick question and they're all wrong, but we'll find out. I'm sucked in from the bottom. You might be right, actually. Tobacco smoke might be the answer. Let's go tobacco smoke. I think that's not a bad shout, to be fair. Yeah, it's still the bottom of the pipe, though, isn't it? You don't suck in a burp from the bottom. That doesn't happen. And would you suck in an evil spirit from the bottom? Probably not. It was the suck part that I didn't think about. I think it's that. Let's give it a go. It's the only one that kind of makes some sense.
Tobacco smoke.
Oh no! I am ruined. I need the mon to pay my debts today.
Yeah, you don't
If I
suck in,
don't,
yeah.
They will send me to forced labor.
So we were correct.
How will I take care of my family?
Really? Okay. So we got it correct. It was a tobacco smoke, but now this guy is claiming poverty and can't pay his debts or his rent. Do we take our money or do we let him keep it? We are meant to be nice and helpful to the locals, to be fair. So I think the actual logical answer would be you can keep them on. As we're meant to be this nice, helpful character that is helping the locals. So let's let him keep the money. Yeah, exactly, Crazy Irishman.
I understand more than you know. Take care of your family.
I do not deserve this kindness. I have little to offer, but perhaps...
This is generally how we get rumours and information, though, as well, these things here. So, world rumour or scout intel. Let's go scout intel. No, let's go world rumour, actually.
Heard any interesting whispers?
Yeah, it's always information. That's why you should help the locals. So, new content has been added to your world map. What did we gain? Ah, okay. So that's on the way. That's where we're heading anyway. Anyway. Rumours of a suitable location for Kakarege. I don't know what that is. But that's an activity we need to go. We can go and do. As we head over that way. What are these here? Oh, these are the rumours here, aren't they? Okay. So, I don't know if we're allowed in the inner sanctums of this or not. That's a different type of dog. Come here. I don't think we're going to be allowed just straight in here. No. I've got a feeling we're not allowed in. Oh no, we are allowed in. Okay. I didn't think we would be. And I thought because of the viewpoint, I thought it would stop us coming in, but actually they don't mind us coming in. Okay. Obviously we want to go to the viewpoint up here if we can. But yeah, I'm surprised they allowed us in, to be fair. Doesn't mean we're safe. We could be attacked at any point, as we've seen previously. Like, that's the castle over there, isn't it? That's what we need to get over to the viewpoint.
Get back.
So, what was he saying to get back from? Okay, new markers come up now. That's the castle there. We're gonna. Oh wow, okay. So you can rob the castle if you wanted to. We need to defeat all three Samurai Daisho and loot the chest that's in there. And that would give us 3 mastery points, 3000 XP plus an outfit. Wealth is high. I don't want to rob the castle because I don't think we'd survive the people we've got to fight, but I do want the viewpoint if we can. I don't think we're going to allow much more than through here, are we? No. There we go. I thought there would be a limit to how far we can go, and that's it. If we want the viewpoint, we need to go high and stay out of sight then. So let's see if we can get the viewpoint without causing too much trouble. If we can get the viewpoint and not cause trouble, that would be a bonus. So that's one of the people we've got to kill, one of the 3. Can't quite see him at the minute. He's over there. Samurai Daisho, there's 3 of those. To clear this off the map, there's 3 of those to kill. Essentially. Which, yeah. I don't plan on killing them yet. I think we're not in that situation to be ready to do that. Right. My plan is we just need to get up here. Right, there is a guard there we've got to be careful of. Essentially, can't climb that. That'll do though. Not worried about treasure or anything like that at the minute. I think we're just trying to get to the viewpoint. I think should be the focus. If we try and get treasure and stuff, that's when we're going to get ourselves caught and seen and killed. Whereas the viewpoint is kind of the focus as we try and head to where we're going. Been seen. Got to move. We were seen by someone. I don't know where they are. Didn't kind of hang around to find out. But if we can grab the viewpoint, at least that's done. There's a box here as well, it says. Ah, there's a room here. This is a big box of something. Oh, you got it. That's the reward for defeating the 3 samurais. So if we defeat the 3 samurais, there's a reward there. Essentially. I think we'll climb on this outside bit here. There we go. Viewpoint obtained. That'll give us an idea of where we're heading, because we're heading across the water to over there to find this person. This is the whole reason we're here. Just below us as well, there's something to look at. That'll give us information probably about this temple. There's underscore location over there. Got one down there as well. It is a really cool view. There's information there we'll have a look at in a second. There's lots of gold stuff here we could pick up, but again, there's no point putting ourselves in danger when we can keep focusing on the story and doing things like that. But lots of different places to explore. All of these will now get added to the map, which is why the map takes a second to load when you load in. That's another castle we've not been to over there as well. Right, is that everything? I think so. Right, before we go too far, I want to look at this here. There we go. The provinces of Setsu, Izumi, and Kawachi. I must have pressed it too late for the codex entry to hit. Just realised the time. Wow, time is flying today. Where is this? Regions. So this tells us about the 3 ancient regions of Japan. So, the provinces of Setsu, Izumi, and Kawachi. These 3 ancient provinces of Japan, which border on current Osaka Bay and are all located in the Kine region, formed a single province in archaic Japan. Oshikochi, which was divided into 3 parts in 719. To the east was the province of Kawachi, which corresponds today with the eastern port of Osaka Prefecture. In the centre, the province of Izumi, which was part of the Kawachi until 757, before being separated. To the west, the province of Setsu straddled the current prefectures of Osaka and Hyogo, where the current city of Kobe is located. Kobe, I think, is actually pronounced, isn't it? The entire region was one of the major centres of development in the Archaic period. Notably, it contains the largest ancient tumuli in the country, with the one attributed to Emperor Ojin Ryo, in Kawachi, and the one attributed to Nintoku in Azumi. The ancient palace of Naniwa was located in what is now the centre of Osaka City. Situated around the ancient delta of the Yodo River, these regions were the natural outlet to the sea for the capital Kyoto, and the gateway to the Kanai for all goods transitioning through the inland sea during the Middle Ages. This is why, with development of trade, especially with China, the port of Sakai experienced significant growth during the 15th and 16th centuries. Located on the border between the provinces of Setsu and Izumi, Sakai, which means the border, became a prosperous merchant city that governed itself and was compared by the first Portuguese travellers with the great free cities of Italy. It was near Sakai in Ishiyama that the fortress temple of Hoganji was built. This was the centre of the Ikko sect of the Ahmadists, which controlled many armed peasant leagues in the Kanai and beyond. Furthermore, Osaka Castle, a new fortress, was built by Hoganji by Hideyoshi. At the foot of Osaka Castle, a new city prospered and became the economic centre of the country in the 17th century, to the detriment of nearby Sakai. So the actual Osaka Castle became more prosperous, but actually took away a lot of the trade that Sakai was known for as well. I haven't. I've done. When did you put it up, Stu? When did that come up? Because I didn't see anything, and nothing's popped up. I've not got a notification or anything. But if it's on your page, I'll have a look later. I'm curious to how good it's going to be, to be fair. Right. So that is done. This also gives us a fast travel point, which was one of the reasons for doing this as well. We're story-wise, if we go to objectives, we're trying to get across to find Mitsumune, so we can find more information and get closer to Wada Kuretake, who is the person, one of the two people that killed her father. Now we know he's over here somewhere. He's north of Amagasi, so that's what we need to try and find, somewhere around here. So from here, what do we got over here? We have got Port Trader. It's how we get across the water is the question here. I don't really want to go all the way around if we can avoid it. I think we just head straight and just see if we can get across here maybe. There is obviously a viewpoint there which would help massively. Yeah, I think let's do that. Let's aim for that. If we aim for that undiscovered location there. Don't do that. We've only got about 10 minutes or so left, so we aim for the undiscovered location and head across that way. If hopefully we can cross the water. Oh, you haven't played it? It's only on PC. Oh, okay. So the early access is on PC, isn't it? Right, remember we're not allowed in this area. There's a sleeping guard there. There's lots and lots of treasure nearby though. There's treasure just there as well near the sleeping guard. Don't wake the guard up. Okay, that didn't work. Broke his armor. Looks like it's a red movie was doing us there. Yeah, he wasn't one of the best fighters they've got to be. Someone else has seen us now. For while I'm here, there is a chest. We'll grab something from here. While we try and get out. I wasn't trying to steal too much. I just wanted to get out of here safely. Without too much hassle. There's a big group of guards there I don't want to be near if we can avoid. We could do an assassination there and go out that way. I'm hoping he's on his own. Let's see what happens. Right, he was on his own. Let's go. I think we're safe now. To be fair, no, it's still red, so it's not safe. There's a load of stuff in this building here. I'm not seeing any guards though. Doesn't mean they're not here. Okay, there's a load of stuff in that building there. And I think we've got an opportunity to actually take some of it. Can I assassinate? That's the question. It's got 4 cars, 4 tracks, and 2 cars, 2 new ones. Damage will be a lot better than the damage setting. Oh wow, that's quite cool. Right, there's another guy coming this way. He's not this coming here now. There's another guy here. I didn't see him till just now, actually. Okay, we'll try and assassinate this guy here, and then see if we can get inside. I just seen the body. That's what I didn't want.
This could have been me.
It is you. It is you. I'm sorry. He said it could be him. Rations are refilled. I've got a feeling we need a key to get in here. Door is locked. Yeah, we need a key to get inside. I've got to watch out for him over there as well. Not anymore. Okay, but we may not be picking up a load of loot then. Because I don't think we can get inside without a key. And we don't have a key. Oh, I missed the chest over there though. Right, we're good. Let's just leave. Otherwise we'll be here looking at all the stuff we could be picking up for ages. And it's daytime as well, so we can see a lot easier now. There's a guard on there. Okay. Maybe we want to just jump in the water and try and get up that way, and let's do that. Hoping we'll just climb up the wall. We can do a backflip, but that wasn't what I wanted there. Flat tires do driving roads. Oh, nice. Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a lot more in depth then. Guidosaurus, isn't it? There's a way up over there. I've just seen it over there. Dive down just so he doesn't kind of see us. There is a way up over here. How are we for time? We're running out of time massively. Yeah, it does sound like really cool, Stu. Discover the gardens. Okay, I think we've actually avoided it and got out of there. Why are we still red? Oh, the gardens are a red place as well. Okay, we got to get out of this inner area then, by the looks of things. Try and head to this outer courtyard over here. As there's still guards around here then. Well, it says there is. Oh, it's the military district. That's why. Yep, guards. Yeah, that would be why then. It's a military district. Definitely don't want to be caught here. Getting caught here would be bad. I can't go up there, can I? Why would you not climb further up? Trying to get caught for some reason, that. Right, we need to get out of here without being seen, ideally. We're definitely not ready to be taking on a military district, are we? So move away from the guards out there. Okay, we're all good again now. All safe. Soldiers will see us and, you know, may attack, but actually we're safe. It's only early access on PC anyway, isn't it? So it's not full release or anything yet. The Fukushima ruins, a new place for us to be found. Let's take off our marker over here. So this is a new area we've not been to. We still need to find a way of getting across here. We've only got about 5 minutes left, so we'll see how much more we can do. There are soldiers around though, aren't there? We'll be a bit wary. There's something in there as well to pick up. Let's head inside if we can. Oh, look at that! Only Yasuke can move Only Yasuke can move that. We haven't played as him yet, but he can move that barricade for the ruins. That's interesting. So we have to wait until we can be him then. Okay, we need to get across the water. We could swim it, and actually I'm probably going to swim it, to be fair. So we're trying to get across to here because we know the guy we're looking for is north of this town here. So we'll mark up the viewpoint. We're rapidly running out of time. You think a boat? I'm just going to swim it, see what happens. Academic Sam was driving on one wheel, was insane. Let's swim it, see what happens. What's the worst that can happen is like, we get killed. A big crocodile comes and eats us or something. But yeah, we are rapidly running out of time. Like to get the viewpoint before we finish. Also, just so people are aware, we will be streaming tomorrow morning as well. Saturday, we don't normally stream on the weekend, but we will be streaming live tomorrow morning. I'm not exactly sure of start time yet, but I'll put something on the community page later on this evening for the start time for tomorrow. And it'll be about 3.5 to 4 hour stream again tomorrow as well. The opportunity has kind of presented itself, so I might as well take advantage of it while I can. And we are getting close to the Easter holidays, so because of that, I'd like to, you know, get as much done as we can if possible. We've discovered the sub-region of Amagasaki. Yep, no worries, Patrick. Thanks for joining us. Much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your day, and if we don't see you tomorrow, have a good weekend as well. Yeah, swimming seemed to be okay, swimming, didn't it? So yeah, we'll grab this viewpoint before we finish, I think. That's a good way to stop for today. And then tomorrow morning, we can carry on trying to find this character that we need to find. As he is north of here. Don't tell me the viewpoint's all the way up there. Is that another castle we got? I think that's another castle we got to break into, or temple, isn't it? I'm guessing the tree here was that for use to get across. You can hear someone, they're training or doing something. This is the Amagasaki. Yeah, this is the castle. Our viewpoint then is right at the top up there, which is where we're heading. Again, so there's 5 Daishu to kill, Samurai Daishu to clear this. There's 5 of those to kill. I don't plan on killing them now. We're just going to try and get the viewpoint. and that's where we can stop for today.
Better to keep out of sight.
It is better to keep out of sight. Need to get to there. Not seeing an easy way up though, annoyingly. Need to get to that inner wall, don't we? Lots of guards. This may be a bad idea to do now. Yeah, I'm definitely not seeing an easy way in. And the fact it's daytime doesn't help. We're going to get seen a lot easier during the day. Yeah, there's nothing there to help us get in, is there? Someone's shooting something. Not at us, luckily. I don't think we're getting in there now. I don't think we're going to make that. So, if you're not going to get in there today, let's get down out of here. Probably a little bit further than I thought I was, to be fair. Okay, so this is Muko Post Town. This may be the best place for us to stop as we are running out. I don't think you can't seem to do it from the water, and there's a big bit of water between where you are and the wall, and you can't use a grappling hook from the water, it seems. So that's why I didn't try and do it. It's not a problem. We'll have a look tomorrow. We know the character after is north of this, so somewhere up here, and he's at a waterfall essentially. That's where we're kind of looking. Nuno Bicky Falls is where we're looking for. But if he's north of this town, he's going to be up here somewhere, isn't he? Potentially there. But I think we've made decent progress. We've got a second hideout now. We've found our first legendary weapon, and more importantly, we took down the Golden Teppo, which was the important one. We found out who the Golden Teppo really was, and took them down using their gun as well, which I think was important. But it looks to be it for today, I'm afraid. We're out of time. No worries, Paul. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Have a good weekend if we don't see you tomorrow. But yeah, so we are out of time, unfortunately. Let's give it a save. And then we'll have a quick chat before we finish. There we go. 8 hours and 35 minutes in, according to that, so far. There we go. So as I say, tomorrow we've got the opportunity to stream for a few hours. I'll put a note on the community page later on this evening to say what time it's going to start and finish. But I'm thinking it'll be about 3.5 to 4 hours. It does mean I'm pushing myself a lot more than I normally do this week, but I think it's worth it. So far, so good. My only criticism so far is where is the other guy? You know, where is Yasuke? Yasuke, I think they pronounce it. Where is Yasuke? We've had 5 minutes of him yesterday, and that's it. We've seen things that only he can do, but yet we still haven't been that character yet. There's no way of swapping characters so far, and that's 8.5 hours in. Admittedly, we do things a bit slow because we don't ride as much, and we explore and clear things as we go. But still, 8.5 hours, and we've yet to see the second character, and actually been able to control him for a decent amount of time. So it'd be interesting to see how that works going forward. I've got a feeling we kill the second guy, and then it'll probably then allow us to change character, maybe. That's kind of my thinking. You just got to move the main story on a little bit, maybe, but I don't know for sure. So yeah, keep an eye on the community page this evening for times for tomorrow morning. I'll also put on the Discord as well once I know. But yeah, it'll be a 3.5 to 4 hour stream tomorrow. We have also got daily content on the channel today. This evening, what is happening to him? Far Cry Zombies continues this evening. the Far Cry 5 DLC, Guy Marvel Presents. That continues this evening with episode number 3. And Wreckfest is out tomorrow as well at 2 PM. Although I might change the Wreckfest time. If we're streaming at that time, I might push that back an hour or two, depending on when we're streaming. But yeah, if you can't join us tomorrow morning, we are back on Monday morning at the usual time. But keep an eye out for the schedule on Sunday. Schedule video 1 PM GMT on Sunday, or 8 PM GMT for the live stream community post as well. Kathy, good morning. How are you? Hope you're well. But yeah, if we can't make it tomorrow, then have a fantastic weekend, and hopefully we'll see you next week. But that's it. I haven't really got anything else to say. Other than we do know we've got 2 weeks until the Easter holidays start. One of the other reasons I'm pushing myself so much. I don't know how streaming's going to be over the Easter holidays, so because of that, I'm trying to get as much done now as we can if possible. Although I do have a hospital appointment next week, I've just realised. That'll be interesting. I've got a consultation about the spinal surgery they want to do. That'll be interesting next week. We do have daylight saving time, but it doesn't happen yet. Ours is, I think it's in a couple of weeks. I know yours has just changed, hasn't it, Stu? Ours, I think, is a couple of weeks' time. When do we? Oh yeah. So ours is a week Sunday. So we changed to British summertime next Sunday. And we go forward an hour, I believe. Yeah, spring forward, full back. Is it that way? I can't remember now. We gain an hour or lose an hour, but it changes in a week Sunday, 30th of March. Yeah, so a couple of weeks difference, and yeah. Yeah, and there's also Mother's Day on the same day. Although you have a different Mother's Day to what we do, to be fair. Just because I don't want to keep it secret, my birthday's also next week. I know a few people already know. We'll be streaming as normal on my birthday. I'm not going to do anything special for it. It's just another day. But so yeah, it'll just be a normal stream on that day next week as well. But a massive thank you to all of you. Thank you, Grace. Very much appreciated. As I say, we're back tomorrow morning, but I'll let you know the time as soon as I can later on today. May 11th is yours, yeah. So ours is the 30th of March this year. It changes date and day every year, to be fair. But ours is in a week Sunday. Right, that's it. I've got to go. Massive thank you to you guys for today. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. We're back tomorrow morning at some time, which I'll let you know later. If you can't make it, have a fantastic weekend, and hopefully we'll see you in a live stream very soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.